Cincinnati. Learn more at msjlions.com.
Today in school I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends.
In biology,
In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me.
In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today...
The only thing I didn't learn today...
The only thing I didn't learn is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
The following is a special sports presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com. Steps up, throws it up the right side, and it's going to be... Oh, my God! He beats it! He caught the ball into the section! He's going to take it up the left-hand side, and he's going to go all the way into the 5, down to the 3! Oh, my goodness! What a UltimateSportsTalk.com now presents the defending Heartland Conference champion Mount St. Joseph Lions. Today's Mount St. Joseph football game is brought to you by Nesco Resource, Iron Sharpens Iron, LIT Wellness, the George Nikias Insurance Agency, Scott Lawson at BSN Sports, Neiman Plumbing, the Mount St. Joseph University, Official Investigations and Security Services, the Wishbone Tavern, Pure Lawn Organic Lawn Care, and Skyline Chili. Mount St. Joseph University Sports is a presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com and Mount St. Joseph University. Now, let's go to the field for today's game.
You could not ask for a better day to open up the college football season here this afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dave Mitchell. Good to have you along this afternoon on the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network and UltimateSportsTalk.com as the Lions open up the season this year looking for the three-peat. They won it 2 years ago. They won the Heartland a year ago. And now they are looking to make it a three-peat this year and win their first playoff game in the era of Tyler Hopperton. Alongside again for the third straight year is Chuck Murray. Chuck, I'll tell you what, last year was fun. This year, a lot of changes.
Yeah, we're really cautiously optimistic. We feel like we have a really good team, but clearly, as you mentioned, we've lost a lot of talent, especially at the skill positions on offense. But we do have 4 offensive linemen back, and we have still a plethora of running backs back. And so we feel it's a different team, it's a different feel, but we feel like it's a really good team that can clearly compete for the conference championship.
Well, there's a lot of, as we said, a lot of changes, Chuck, on this team. One of the most prevalent changes is at the quarterback position, where Josh Taylor is gone after being a 4-year starter. You know, Tyler Hopperton, during his 8 years as head coach of this team, his first 4 years, he had a pretty good one. Yeah. And in the second 4 years, he had a pretty good one. Now, everything turns over to a junior quarterback at Tyler Prather.
Yeah, the thing about Tyler is he's been in the system for a couple of years. He played quite a bit in some of the blowout games, so it's not like he's never taken a snap or anything. But clearly, when you go from Chaitlin Tomlin to Josh, all of a sudden now it's like it's kind of an unknown a little bit here. And I think Tyler just needs to be Tyler. He can't try to be Chayton or Josh and try to, be them kind of players. Just be yourself. Stay within the system. We'll talk about we got a new offensive coordinator, and I think probably some of our game planning and some things will probably be a little bit different than they have in the past. Might not be as explosive, but I still think this team will score some points.
Well, the Muskingum Muskies, they are the team that is going to come in here and be the first team to have a chance to look at this new-founded squad that the Lions are going to put out there. They were 4-6 a year ago, 2-3 on the road, Chuck, but they won their first 3 games of the year a year ago in a very, very tough conference in the OAC. They are a team that their head coach has taken and started making them into somewhat of a contender in the middle part of that OAC, and that's always a good place to be because you don't have near as far to go to get into the John Carrolls and the Baldwin Wallaces along with Mount Union.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. Like you said, they're making some strides, but when you're talking about Mount Union and Baldwin Wallace and teams like that, it's just, Mount Union's been a dynasty for forever, really, and they're in a tough situation, but they can, obviously try to sell their recruits that, hey, we're in a competitive conference, and hey, come be a part of this, and let's beat Mount Union, be one of the, I don't know the exact record when they beat them last, but it's probably been a long, long time.
Well, Tyler Prather is now the quarterback of this team, and Sports Information Director Blake Watson had an opportunity to talk with Tyler earlier.
You've been here 4 years, man. You've been in this program. You've played a bunch because of situations, started a couple of games, but you're the guy now. What's that mean to you going into the season as the guy?
It means a lot. It's really exciting. I've been here for 4 years. I only got to start about 3 games my whole time here. So going in, knowing I have a whole season to be able to do that, it's something really to look forward to. And I feel like we've been working for it and we're ready for it.
Tyler, camp was a little different this year, obviously. New offensive coordinator, a lot of new guys around you. I was looking at the depth chart yesterday. While it's a lot of new guys, there's a lot of guys that have played a ton. What's camp been like this year? What's Coach Hughes like? Talk a little bit about those things.
Camp was a little bit different. We only got about a week this year, not even a week really before school started. So that's something where you don't really have the 2 weeks of football, just straight football like we normally have. And Coach Hughes has been great. He's been getting us right. Him and Coach Little. A lot of the stuff that we're running is basically the same. They put their own little twist on it, obviously, but I moved in with KP and Zane over the off season, so even though it's some new faces, we've been getting the chemistry right all summer, and having a lot of the guys live in the city, it helped during the off season. We never really missed a step. We were never really away from each other. Maybe a couple guys like Joe that lived in Florida, maybe, but other than that, we really had everybody here, so we could work all off season.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of you guys throwing and stuff. It's really cool to see that you guys show up on your own and work. It's really awesome. Talk a little bit. I know you guys have done some game planning. What do you expect to see out of Muskingum today?
We expect Muskingum to be flying around. They play hard. They're going to try to get after us, but we have our game plan too. So I'm not going to try and hype them up too much. We got to do what we got to do, but they definitely will come ready to play. It's home opener. They want to come in and kind of ruin that for us. So we got to be on our A game.
Tyler, first off, thank you for your time. What are you majoring in? What's your plans after graduation?
I am majoring in marketing and computer science, and I'm still trying to figure that out. Eventually in life, I want to maybe open a gym, train of some sort, but probably find a job before that in kind of marketing or business and kind of try to stack my money up until I get to that point.
Tyler, thank you. Congratulations on getting a starting job. Good luck today.
Thank you.
That is ideal thinking. Stack your money up before you go out and get a real job.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me, Dave. Sounds like he's kind of got his chips in order here a little bit. Not sure exactly the path he's going to take, but I think he's smart. Any young people out there listening, try to save as much as you can.
The one thing, Tyler, we want to ask this question of him, but I'm going to ask it of you, obviously, since we can't do it right now. But Prather, for example, he's had the last 2 years to develop under Caleb Corral, the offensive coordinator who's now gone, and Darrell Hughes is the offensive coordinator. So when you've had 2 years to develop under one system, now you're stepping into the starting position. Just how hard is it to get yourself used to, what is going to be a different semi-system?
I think, and he said it in the interview, it sounds like they're going to do a lot of the same things. Now, a little bit of a secret here. I think they're going to go under center a little bit this year, which is going to clearly make me happy. But I think they'll run a lot of the same things. Again, Tyler's skill set's different than Josh's, so they'll have to kind of find that as these non-conference games go along. And, now with Defiance not in the league, you got 4 non-conference games versus 3. So they'll have, an pretty good sample size to kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. But I think Tyler's a confident kid. You've been, like you say, he's been in the system now. It's his 4th year, and I think he's ready for this. And again, I think as long as people don't expect him to be Josh, I think we're going to be okay. We're not going to probably score the 65 and 70 points a game. But again, I feel good about the offense. We got some good skill players, lost some players, but that happens in every program every year.
And we're going to get a chance to talk to the new offensive coordinator for the Lions, Darrell Hughes, and we'll do that when we come back right after this.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University, where Division III champions are made. We coach our Lions to become leaders who will win on the field and in their career. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Are you ready to compete with the heart of a Lion and become our next champion? Learn more at msjlions.com.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we can take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow.
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
Dave Mitchell, Chuck Murray right back here at Schuler Field in Cincinnati, Ohio. Bright, sunshiny skies here, blue skies, Chuck. A few clouds in sight, but boy, you can't ask for any better weather today.
Yeah, because it's been, for the people not in this area, it's been blasted hot for, it seems like forever, and then the last really day or so, it's starting to calm down. I think the high today is in the low 70s, so again, for football weather, little bit of wind, but other than that, like you say, you look up, it's mostly blue skies. If I was a weatherman, I'd say partly cloudy.
Right now, it is 65 degrees as we head into this one. We're about 25 minutes away from the kickoff of this afternoon's ball game between the Muskies and the Lions. Chuck, you know, we lost Caleb Corral, who went to another university in Minnesota. He texted me this morning and wished us good luck, said he'd be listening on the site come later on tonight when he was done with his game, so we want to wish him congratulations on the new position and good luck. The one thing I do want to say about Mr. Corral is that when he moved to Minnesota, Tim Waltz left, so I don't know what that tells you, but at least he's gone. You know, nonetheless, I'm just kidding Caleb on that one. But Darrell Hughes now is taking over. We've talked about what the changes are going to be, but let's hear from Darrell's own etiquette as to what his changes are going to be this year, as Blake Watson had a chance to talk with him.
First off, Coach, congratulations on the promotion. Well deserved.
Thank you.
I talked to TP. You know, you guys are replacing a lot of talent and, you know, a little bit of a new system. I know you guys are running a lot of similar stuff. But you got a lot of veteran dudes that are replacing those guys. What does it mean to have a senior quarterback? You got 3 seniors in the backfield, seniors all over the offensive line. What does that mean for your group?
Oh, I mean, I think it's huge. You know, we have a guy that's been around. I mean, he's now, you know, in charge, running the system. I mean, he's taking control of it, leaning on those 3 senior backs. I mean, we got 4 out of 5, you know, starters back up front. The other guy played in a lot of games last year as well, so it's a veteran group, tight in the room. You know, those 3 guys played a ton last year as well. So yeah, I mean, we do lose, you know, a lot of production, but we've been, you know, in a spot where we've scored a ton of points, you know, in the last few years and have ultimately gotten guys into games and, you know, they've played a lot. So, I think that they're ready to step in and go to work.
How has the adjustment in roles been for you? Obviously, when you came here 3 years ago, was this your goal to be the OC here? Like, I know you really took to this program. You really like being a part of the Mount St. Joseph football program. But, I mean, and was it part of the goal? And then how has that transition been?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, once you get into coaching, you know, you have those thoughts where you're like, hey, what am I going to do? Do I want to be a coordinator? Do I want to be a head coach? And, you know, this is my 12th year of coaching. I mean, even at Wabash and, you know, towards the end there, was starting to prepare myself to be a coordinator and, you know, was fortunate enough to get a great opportunity here, learn some really nice things. Coach Corral, you know, really opened up my mind to a lot of things. And, it's been great. And so, yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to be, you know, a coordinator. So it's been a smooth transition, you know, for the most part. There's some things that, you know, you think about and you're like, hey, oh yeah, I forgot this or I forgot that. But no, I mean, I've been doing this for 12 years as coach and, you know, the time is now.
Is it going to be different on Saturday being the guy with the headset, the guy that's calling the plays, that's pulling the trigger? How different is that going to be for you?
I mean, it's a little bit different, but I mean, even like in the last 2 years, you know, when you're just up there and you're like, hey, what would I call in this situation? Or, you know, there's times where, you know, we as an offensive staff give suggestions about, hey, a key 3rd and 4 or a 3rd and 5 play. So, I mean, it's been slowly building that way. I think on Saturday, the big thing is just go out, have fun, let our guys do what they do, and, don't get too high, don't get too low. We're going to have good plays, we're going to have a few negative plays, but hopefully there's a lot more than good.
You got a veteran group of coaches with you, too. Most of the offensive staff stayed together. Greg Bailey's been here a while. Lane's been here forever. You got a good group for that. How important has that group been for your transition into this role?
Oh, it's been great. Those guys know what's going on. Coach Little's awesome. Involved in the run game, involved in the pass game. Coach Bailey has been coaching for 40-plus years. Coach Hug has been around as well. Coach Dean, Dallas has been, on the defensive side. So given that perspective of, what defenses try to do to certain things as well. And then Coach Hop, is on the offensive side this year. So, a guy that's coached on the defense for a long time and now he's on the offensive side, it's really helping out our offensive operation.
What can we expect to see out of your group today? I understand the system's similar. Are we still, you looking to be balanced? Is the idea to chuck it around? Is it you want to run it down people's throat? What is your plan as an offensive guy?
We're going to take what the defense gives us. If we throw it 50 times, great. If we have to run it 50 times and that's the best thing, then we'll go for that. Offensively, we're going to be tough. We're going to be physical. We're priding ourselves on being just tougher than everybody else, and we're going to lean on people.
Chuck, the one thing that he said that really impresses me is you're going to lean on people, we're going to be tough. He's got a great offensive line coming back. The starting five are averaging about 295 pounds right up front, which is the most they've ever averaged since I've been here, Chuck. So, it's a situation where this is the type of team that he can do what he wants with it.
Yeah, it sounds to me like, and I really love it. It's such a typical answer about take what the defense gives you, but I really think in this case, it's really appropriate. I think we can run it if we need to, and I think, Tyler, we can sling it around. We still have some really good receivers. Like you said, an experienced offensive line. So I really think that, we're going to miss Caleb. He was tremendous. Caleb, you're out there listening. As I always said, you're the mad scientist drawing up all these crazy plays and making them work for us. But we have a lot of faith in Coach Hughes, and I really like the answers. Take what they give us, and like you say, with a big, nice offensive line, we can lean on people. And if we find out, I'm sure if we can run it, hey, let's stick with it. And if it struggles a little bit, let's throw it.
Hey, let's be honest here. Darrell has more coaching experience than Coach Hopperton.
Yeah, when you start doing the math, he's been, like you say, 12 years now, and Coach Hopperton's in his, 8 years ahead, and he was an assistant for a few years, so very similar, and I'm sure Coach Hopperton trusts him. He's like, hey, he gave him that position, so he's going to trust that, he's going to do a good job. So I think we have the players to execute what Coach Hughes wants to do, and like I said, I'm looking forward to see how this things unfold today.
Around the front line there, Chuck, Colin Kandra at left tackle, Aiden Studeville at left guard, Washington Ewan is the center, the right guard is Delvin Salyers, and the right tackle is Donnie Lewis. They finished out the season last year to win the Heartland Conference Championship and lose in the playoff game, but they finished out the year, and they've gained weight over the year.
Well, again, for him, and it's tremendous not only for our program, but for Coach Hughes to be able to come in and have that big offensive line coming back, experienced bunch of seniors on there. It seems like you've been calling these guys names forever, so that's a good thing, coming in as your first year's offensive coordinator. That's why, I say we might not score as many points as we have in the past, but I'm telling you, we're going to lean on people, we're going to run it, we're going to throw it, we're going to score some points.
Defense. It appears to be loaded. Rick Thompson in his 11th year as the defensive coordinator. They've got an entire two-deep right now made up of basically returning athletes, Chuck.
Yeah, you start talking about some of these names on here, the Devlin Brokeries and the Tuckers, the Hare Bowler, all these Path, Schlensker, Brady Pierce, I could go on and on. It feels like you've been calling these names for 3-4 years. So a very experienced group, and we talked off air a little while back, when you're 20, 21, 22, 23 years old playing against 18-year-olds, that's a huge difference, not only physically, as you mentioned, but emotionally and everything that goes with it. So, we do have an experienced offense and defense, that's for sure.
Up front, you've got Brady Buller, Jack Tucker, and Brock Harris at the linebacker positions. Up front, Declan Brophy is back. He comes back into this game having not missed a game. Now, all right, maybe I just jinxed him, but nonetheless. And then up front, across that front line, along with Brophy, you've got Jack Tucker, Brock Harris, and Brady Buller. And Buller really came on towards the end of the year.
Yeah, he sure did. And again, all those names sound familiar. I mean, it's not like, ooh, I never heard of this guy before. I don't remember calling his name. It's a very experienced team, and I think we're going to be sneaky good.
Missed a kid last year in Deshaun Starks, who led the team in interceptions, but Chuck, Andrew Pierce came in, took his spot, and didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, he did really well, and, again, you miss those guys. We lost some good seniors, but again, that happens every year in every program. I know a couple of guys, Price is coaching now, Anthony Wright's helping coach guys that played last year that were solid players, so it's nice to see them around, kind of sticking around, helping the program out, so really excited about the game. I can't wait till it kicks off.
We talked about Muskingum, Coach, and the fact is that last year they ended up winning their first 3 games over Ferrum, Otterbein, and then at Capital. Winning at Capital is a big deal.
Yeah, again, it's 4-6, but the schedule they played, so we expect a competitive game, no question about it.
Here's where they came down in a big way after those 3 wins. They played at Mount Union and lost 74-7.
Well, to be fair, they're probably not the only team that lost big at Mount Union, but yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Baldwin Wallace, they lost 34-22, Ohio Northern. They ended up losing 5 in a row after winning those first 3 games and then splitting their last 2 games. Their head coach is also in his 8th year, Chuck, and he also handles the offensive coordinator duties in Eric Iuter. Iuter is an effective championship-winning coach. He's been with the Muskingum football program since 2018. He led them in 2021 to a 5-win season, most wins since the 2003 campaign. They also earned victories over that year over Waynesburg, Ohio Northern, Wilmington, Otterbein, and Capital. They also won over Wilmington 62-14, which marked the most points the program had scored in a single game since, believe it or not, before you were born.
Oh my gosh.
1960.
Well, actually was the year I was born. But you look at, you say 4-6, but maybe if you put them in a different conference, that 4-6 might have been 7-3. So we expect a very competitive game, and again, I'm excited. The Lions are at home, home opener right off the bat. Beautiful weather, as you stated. So, about 15 minutes to go till kickoff.
What's going on around the campus this week, Chuck?
Okay, so we've got women's volleyball's in action right now, and as we speak, they're ahead 2-0 against William Smith. They're playing up in the University of Chicago. Dropped a match them last night. They're 1-3 with a really difficult schedule off the bat, so they're ahead 2-0. They're playing Milliken again at 5 o'clock. Head coach John Spinney and actually assistant Peyton McCarthy running the team today as John is out of town at a wedding. The men's soccer, ironically, they're playing at Muskingum today. They're under new leadership, Anthony Clark. In their last game, tough 2-1 loss on the road at Asbury, but they're at Muskingum. We'll keep up with that. Women's soccer has lost 2 heartbreakers, 1-0 and 3-2 to Ohio Wesleyan and Otterbein. They're 0-2 under Darren Gallagher. They're at Marietta tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Cross-country team at Franklin today, their first meet under new head coach Adam Kokenauer. Men's golf at Transy Invitational last weekend. Next weekend they're at Earlham. And women's golf today is at University of Olivet Invitational, and their head coach is Phil Gilmore. So, boy, we started the year off. We're hopping, and like I said, we're keeping close eye on the volleyball. We're down 17-15 in the third set, but again, up 2-0.
This is not the only game, of course, that's going on football-wise in the Heartland Conference. What else is happening today, Chuck?
Well, we got a bunch of games going on, and if you give me a second, I can pull that up. There we go. So Anderson's at Alfred State up in New York, where we were at a couple of years ago. Bluffton's at Kenyon. Manchester at Westminster College. They're in Missouri. Rose-Hulman at DePaul. That's always an interesting kind of start there to the year.
Whoever wins that game normally is the team that goes on into the playoffs, isn't it?
It really is. I think DePaul's kind of owned them the last few years, but they're opening up. Franklin at Ohio Northern, an opponent that's going to be ours here in a couple of years. Center at Hanover. That's a good game to start. We scrimmage center in our only game, and we did pretty well in that one. Then obviously Muskingum here against the Mount. But so it's always interesting to see how the non-conference kind of shakes out a little bit. Everybody plays a little bit of a different schedule. So sometimes if you struggle, it might not be an indication how you're going to do in the conference and vice versa. So but we'll keep an eye on some of them games.
181 miles separate these two ball clubs, Muskingum and the Mount St. Joseph Lions. And when we come back, we're going to talk to 8-year head coach Tyler Hopperton, and we'll do that right after this.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
I wanted to grow my leadership skills, but with work and a busy life, how could I fit it all in? Then I learned Mount St. Joseph University offers a flexible master's program in organizational leadership. For about one Saturday a month, I studied and refined my leadership skills alongside working professionals and top-notch professors. I'm now the leader I set out to be. The Mount's organizational leadership program helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/MSOL.
Well, today is Delhi Days here at Schuler Field, and of course that happens every year, Chuck.
Yeah, and then we got Dr. Williams and his wife out there, and they're going to accept some type of plaque here for Delhi Day. But yeah, we always try to do a nice job. We want the community involved in Delhi. We're obviously in Delhi here, so we're hoping a lot of Delhi people can get out to the game today.
While we've got a couple minutes, I want to preview the schedule for this season and let everybody know. Next Friday night, it's an unusual Friday night game, but we're going to be in Hiram, which is up in northeast Ohio, at Charles Henry Field in Hiram, Ohio. It is almost like, and I've told you this before, it's almost like where we were in New York a couple of years ago, where it's just a stadium in the middle of a hill.
Yeah. I think that's a 7 o'clock kickoff.
7 o'clock kickoff.
It'll be almost like a high school game, Friday night game.
That's right. So we'll be up there next week to bring you that game. Then the Lions come home for 2 games. They'll be playing Albion, which, well, let's spill the beans right now. The Lions have a 14-game home winning streak. Last team to beat them was Albion in that game back in 2022.
Yeah, September 22. First game of the year, and then we won 4, and then last year we 5-5. So we're up to 14. We hope to make it 15 today.
Then comes Wisconsin River Falls on September 28th. That's going to be a noon start, obviously, because River Falls has to get back to Wisconsin. But it's interesting that these first 4 games have a couple of national championship known teams in Wisconsin River Falls and Albion. So this schedule is getting better and better.
Yeah, and we lost a conference opponent in Defiance as they went NAIA, and I know a few of our teams are still playing them this year as a non-conference game. But yeah, so now with 4 non-conference games you get every year, you're trying to match up with the Michigan schools and the Ohio schools and things. But you're right, it's a competitive schedule.
So September is all non-conference. Then we move into October, and on the 5th, that's going to be Hanover in Hanover. On the 12th, the following week, is Anderson. Now, Anderson's playing at a high school field, the way I understand it.
Yeah, actually, I think it's a middle school, and that sounds horrible, but I've seen some pictures, and our SID, Blake Watson, said it's pretty nice. So, we'll see. Apparently their stands got condemned, and they're trying to figure that all out. So.
Well, the only time I did a football game from Anderson, I was scared for my life.
You should have been. I know a couple of years ago we were going to go up, and when we saw the press, and like, no, we'll pass on this one.
No, you could literally see the ground through your feet in that press box. Bluffton then on October 19th comes to Schuler Field. Then we've got 2 road games in a row. Franklin on October 26th. And then November the 9th, after a bye week, we'll be playing Manchester, and then comes Rose-Hulman right back here in what we anticipate could be the championship game for the 3rd year in a row, 4th year in a row.
Yeah, very well could be. I'm sure Hanover and Franklin, they'd like to have something to say about that. But yeah, on paper, that's kind of what it's looking like right now.
8 years for Coach Tyler Hopperton. Blake Watson talked with him before today's game.
All right, Blake Watson here, pregame with Lions Now 8th year head coach Tyler Hopperson. We just talked Hop. 8th year as a head coach, 13th year as a coach on the staff, 17th year at Mount St. Joseph. It's been a long ride, brother.
Yeah, 17th opener. I still remember my freshman year and first game against Wilmington, and so you blink, and I mean everybody says time flies, but it certainly does.
This is one of the first years as head coach you've had some relatively sizable changes on your coaching staff. Obviously, Caleb Coral left us. Caleb did a fantastic job. We all miss him dearly. Daryl Hughes taking over that offensive room. How's that transition been like for you as a head coach?
It's been good, and I've been joking with people because everybody's been asking how it's going, and I said I hadn't called any plays yet, so I'll let you know. I'm sure it's going well for him so far, too, hasn't had to deal with anything. But no, it's been great. I mean, and it's also been great, and that was kind of the idea of the hire with Coach Hughes to begin with, was somebody who I know was itching to become an OC, that we kind of were anticipating that eventually somebody would come calling for Coach Coral or whoever. And ultimately, he's a quality coach and a quality person, and excited to kind of see his take on, our offensive system. And ultimately too, I think his path also parallels a lot of the offensive players that we also graduated a bunch of offensive players from last year. So I think the offensive coaching staff and offensive players are kind of on a similar path, which I think has been is a good thing and has been cool to see so far.
Yeah, you kind of leading me into my next question. Obviously, from the outside looking in, you see what we lost from a 2-time defending HCAC championship team. Maybe the best quarterback to ever play here in Josh Taylor, Mariano McKenzie, Joey Newton. The names go on and on and on. Danny Mabe, defensive side of the ball. Deshaun Starks, an All-American. You lost a lot of guys. But you also bring back a ton of guys that have played a lot of football for you. As you look through the 2-deep, it's almost all juniors and seniors on that group. How nice is that to go into a year where people may outside be expecting you to be down a little bit, but know you've got a loaded roster still?
Yeah, I mean, 33 seniors is wild. We've had 6 before. We've had even less than that going even back further years. So right now we're sitting at 33 seniors, which I think not only speaks to the program, but it speaks to those guys, that we have 33 guys, and all 33 haven't been playing this whole time. And so it talks to those guys and their perseverance and waiting for this chance, and it is their chance now. And, we definitely some production loss, but it's not like we don't have guys. And I love that everybody keeps talking about who we don't have, and I hope that's who they keep focusing on. And we're focusing on who we do have. And, that's kind of been that. As a coach, I always like when a narrative is written for me. I try to come up with things and know what buttons to press. This year I don't necessarily have to do that. It's pretty easy when they're talking about people that aren't here anymore, that guys then kind of work for their own respect. But that's who we've been all along. And, it's better to have guys and lose them than never have them either. And pretty soon, the season will fly by and we'll be talking about this group of 33 seniors that left their own mark. So it's been kind of unique having all of that experience, and we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, that kind of, again, leads me to my next question. I know, you and I have been in this basically together the whole time, their whole head coaching run anyway. And I know when you took over, one of the big things was a culture shift in the program. You wanted to build a program, not football teams. Do you think that concentration is why you have guys like Tyler Prather who have stayed around for 3 years and they could have went elsewhere and played, and they bought into what the program is?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, ultimately what we started doing is selling a process and systemizing processes. And as a coaching staff, each year we try to focus on those processes. And that's what we sell to recruits. We don't sell championships. We don't sell our new facility. We don't sell football wins. We sell the process it takes to get there. And I think there's been enough guys that have bought into that process, that have become that process, that have evolved that process themselves. And it's easy now to kind of look and see 33 seniors and feel that way, where sometimes you don't know if those things are working. But I think having that amount of seniors and having the success we've had, not just on the field but off, speaks to our focus on the process.
Hop, let's turn a little bit of our attention to today's game, today's opponent, Muskingum. What do you expect to see out of the Muskies?
They're tough and physical. I mean, they're big. They play hard. It's going to be a very physical week 1 game. the old Mike Tyson quote, everybody's a plan till you get hit in the face. We're going to get hit in the face. I know we'll exchange some blows too, but it's a tough team, and last year they had some narrow wins and some narrow losses. Their coach is, I think, just a year ahead of me in his time there. So this is kind of his full team and program. So, excited to play them. I don't know that we've ever played them, or it's been a long time. And so, excited to have a new opponent and, kind of a battle of Ohio and, play some, East Ohio boys.
Yeah, 181 miles separate us. First time we've ever played each other. Hop, thank you for your time. Congratulations on a great off season. It's going to be different, but it's going to be fun. Good luck today.
Thanks. Go Lions.
And the Lions hit the field for the first time this year at Schuler Field. Both these teams are 0-0. The Lions were 9-1 a year ago in the regular season. Muskingum 4-6. 181 miles separate these two teams. Chuck and I will be back with the kickoff and the beginning of this one after this.
My mom used to take Logan and I to Skyline. Since I got my driver's license, now he makes me go with him all the time and drive him there. I come home and he's just like at the door and he's like, can we please go to Skyline? I'm like, Logan, chill, we just got home. But it's fine with me because I love it too. Because it's like the one place that we actually have like a conversation. That just became like something really special for us, and now we do it all the time and we just love it.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
Passion is love. Passion is love for what you do. I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Well, they are at midfield for the coin flip of this one here this afternoon. A look at the scoreboard in D1 football. Oklahoma State is losing to Arkansas today in the second quarter, 21-7. It is Bowling Green on top of Penn State this afternoon at halftime, 24-20. Georgia Tech losing to Syracuse 21-14. And it was Tulane. They are on top of Kansas State, 17-10. But the big one here this afternoon, Texas is beating Michigan with just a minute to go in the first half by a score of 17-3. Some big games later on this afternoon. Baylor at Utah and Iowa State will be playing at Iowa here this afternoon. Muskingum has won the coin flip. They will receive. I'm sorry.
Mount St. Joe won the coin toss. They're going to defer, and Muskingum will receive, and the Mount will take the wind here in the first quarter. So there's a decent amount of wind here. We're not meteorologists, but we can see that the flagpoles are moving pretty good. So the Lions were hoping to kick it deep and pin them in and get a 3 and out, and then a short punt and get on the board quick. So the Lions will be on defense to start. Defensively, Declan Brophy is a senior. Jack Tucker, defensive tackle, a senior. Nose tackle, Brock Harris, a sophomore. Defensive end, Brady Bowler, a senior. Linebacker, Nicholas Paff, a junior. Evan Schlensker, the other linebacker, a senior. Nickelback, Brady Pierce, a junior. Cornerback, Andrew Pierce, a senior. Safety, Brady Hornberger, a junior. Safety, Miles Harding, a junior. And cornerback, Kendrick Riley, a senior.
So the Lions will kick it off. They will be going from left to right across your computer screen here this afternoon. I'm Dave Mitchell with Chuck Murray. Third time we've been paired up. Your wife better get a guest bedroom together because I may be spending time with you. Nonetheless, back set to return for the Muskies offensively is Trevante Keat. Keat is back set to return. He is a sophomore, back about his own 5-yard line. Kicking it off for the Lions here today is going to be Joey Hibbard. And Hibbard kicks it off, high, deep kick. The kid is going to take it to the goal line, to the 5, right up the middle, 15, 20. Puts his head down, and he's going to be smacked and down right at the 23-yard line. Offensively for the Muskies, they will start Kanan Cooper, the quarterback, number 3. He'll have a tight end of Gannon Unger. Across his wide receivers, Trevante Kidd, who just ran that ball back 23 yards for the opening kickoff. Chandler Ross will be a running back. Davion Grant is at the other wide receiver. Luke Miller, Foster Wirtz, Logan Caruser, Kamari Hill and Samar Scott are across that front line. The quarterback, Cannon Cooper, out of the shotgun, out of the pistol formation, Handoff goes right up the middle behind the center across the 30 up to the 30-yard line for a gain of about 6 on the carry. That's Chandler Ross.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, Schlensker on the tackle. Nice little first down gain, 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
2nd down, 4 yards to go. When you look at that offensive line for the Muskies, they're averaging about 280 pounds across that line. Now off to the right is Ross, and running it right up the middle is Cooper. Cooper struggling for the first time. He's going to be stopped shy of the 35, which is where he's got to be. And
Well, I thought that was a generous spot, Dave. I thought he was a little short, but they're going to give him the first down.
It's not only a generous spot, it's not even where the ball was for a first down. So, well, it's first game for everybody.
Yep, nonetheless.
So here we go. First and 10.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It looks like their game plan is to kind of come right at us right now.
Moving in motion to the far side is Grant. Dropping back. Cooper hands it off up the middle to Ross. Ross takes it across the 40. Boy, they're opening up some holes right up the middle, Chuck, and he takes it to the 42-yard line. Another gain of about 7.
Yeah, they really are. I think right now they're looking at saying our big offensive line is going to pound and we're going to wear you down, and they're making some, like you say, some big holes up there. Playbook's wide open, 2nd and 3.
Cooper from Chillicothe High School, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. Right beside him, he's got Chandler Ross, the running back, and he's going to pitch it out to Ross around that right side. First sweep they've run, and he's going to get hit right at the 45 and stopped. And he does not have, they're going to give him the first down.
No, he didn't make that.
No, he didn't make that. And he's about a half a yard shy, but the way the sticks were moving, I thought they were going to give it to him. He's shy of the 45-yard line in their own territory. It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, I would expect just something, either a quarterback sneak. Yeah, it looks like they're going to quarterback sneak here. Kind of the Philly play.
Ross under center. He's got 2 men in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll be pushed across the first down marker by his fullback, Marshall Sayre, and he's got the first down after a gain of about a yard. You're right. That's the old Philly Eagles play.
Yeah, that's a tough play to stop. Yeah, it really is. When they allow those big backs to come in and just push the quarterback, it's tough to stop that.
Correct.
So, yeah, they're establishing their running game for sure.
First down. They're 2nd on this drive. They move a man in motion to the far side. That's Unger, the tight end. Ross on the reverse. He's going to give it to Kiet. Kiet's going to throw a pass wide open to Unger. Unger, the tight end, to the 40 in Mount Territory. 35-30. He's going to be run out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Out of bounds. Now they're going to put him way back outside the 30 at about the 33-yard line, Chuck.
Yeah, little gadget play there. Caught us off guard. Looked like a reverse, and he threw outside there. Guys wide open, so just kind of lost containment there.
I know scrimmages don't really matter, but last week when I watched the Lions defense, they were the epitome of bend but don't break.
Yeah, well.
And that's what they're showing right here. First down for Muskingum, going from right to left in their white jerseys. Handoff up the middle, goes to Ross. Chandler Ross takes it inside the 30. He's down to about the 28-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 5.
Yeah, they're clearly winning the line of scrimmage battle right now. Camden Fuller running in now as a replacement. So we're going to try to get a little bit more beef up front to stop the run.
They've had 5 carries so far in this first quarter, 21 yards, so over a 4-yard per carry.
Yeah, that'll get it done.
Yep. They send trips out to the near side. Chandler Ross, the running back, moves out. They've got an empty backfield for the quarterback, and moving in motion and taking the snap is Cooper. Cooper around the right side, struggles to get the first down inside the 25, and it looks like he's got it at about the 23, and he does. It's going to be the 4th first down here in this quarter.
Yeah, they're nice ball control by them, too. They're taking a lot of time off the clock. We have the win this quarter. We want the ball, not them to have it this long. Nice job by Muskingum so far.
Cooper now 2 carries for 6 yards. And he's going to keep it himself as it was 3rd down. Now we've got a flag down thrown by the referee, and that'll be illegal procedure.
On the quarterback, number 3. 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
Yeah, quarterback's a little anxious there, tried to get up and get going, and so we got a break there. So now it's 3rd and about, 5.5, I guess.
So that'll mark them back. Instead of 3rd down and short, it'll make it 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, I would think this is 2-down territory because a field goal would be into the wind. So I would think they got 2 plays to make this 1st down.
3rd down, call it about 6 as they move the stick forward. Cooper, the quarterback, Ross in the backfield with him. Kidd in motion, dropping back. Cooper throws over the middle. Caught. Complete at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Caught by the tight end, Gannon Unger. And Muskingum has jumped out 6-0 with 9:42 left to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, simple slant over the middle, and we missed a couple tackles, and they take the lead. Extra point pending here.
Not sure who the DB was back there, but there was nobody helping him over the middle after he caught the ball on the slant end.
No, there was a lot of green there.
So coming in to attempt the extra point is Aaron Myers, a junior. Myers, right-footed kicker. Movement on the line, and I believe it's going to be offside against the Lions.
Well, when everybody moves like that, it should be procedure, but they're going to talk about it. You get one guy maybe offside, but when 5 or 6 jump, I got to believe that's a procedure call, but let's see. Yep.
Said a simulated snap.
Yeah. I mean, one guy, maybe it's offsides, but you get 5 or 6.
Spencer Carr is the long snapper. He's a senior. He's been doing this now for 3 years. And
boy, Dave, they came out. They just punched us right in the mouth.
Well, that's what Tyler Hopperton expected,
yeah,
doing.
He did, yeah.
They're going to come out and punch us. We got to come back and punch them again. So now they'll move it back to the 15-yard line. It's going to make this about a 25-yard extra point attempt. 6-0, 9:42 left to go in the quarter. And the kick is up by Myers. High end over end kick. Drilled it right through the middle. 9:42 remaining. It's 7-0 Muskies here on the Mount St. Joseph and Ultimate Sports Talk Network.
The U.S. Army hosted a conversation between Mike Krzyzewski and General Martin Dempsey, 2 iconic leaders shaped by basketball and the Army.
Joining the Army can be looked at as an uncommon path. Why would you want to be common? You have an opportunity to join the best team in the world. Run to it. It's your opportunity.
These legends are shaping up the next generation of young Americans. Be sure to catch the full conversation on NCAA.com.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
Muskingum leads it 7-0 here at Schuler Field, opening game of the year. 9:42 left to go, and like you said, Chuck, boy, they just punched us in the mouth and took it right down the field easily.
Yeah, other than the one little gadget play, it was pretty elementary stuff, just, lining up and seeing who's, mano, and then a little slant over the middle that, guy busted a couple tackles, we missed a few, and boom, 7-0.
Michael Hunkus, a sophomore, back set to return with Ari Turner, and approaching the kickoff is Travani Kidd, and it is taken in short by one of the upbacks at the 20, and that is Gifford, and Gifford then got knocked into the next century at the 26-yard line.
I think, with them kicking against the wind, it was more of a pooch kick there and try to keep it away from our returners. Nice job by their coverage team.
So the Lions will start out with Tyler Prather at quarterback. Giffords will stay in at running back starting this year. Ari Turner is out wide to the right-hand side. Zane Dine, out to the right. Caden Pollard is out to the left-hand side. And then you've got Gary Powell III, slot left for the Lions. The officials now are going to bring the ball over. Tyler Hopperton.
Oh, we got to switch balls.
Switch balls.
Yep.
So the Lions will have the football. 1st and 10 at their own 26, just shy of the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Gifford's in the pistol, right behind Tyler Prather, the quarterback, the junior. Prather puts Powell in motion to the near side, ball on the far hash mark. He lines up off the right tackle. Hand off to Giffords up the middle. Good block up front. Takes it across the 30. He's pushed back past the 25-yard line. And he gets up to the 31-yard line for a gain of about 3. But that Muskingum defense right now, Chuck, boy, they are loaded for bear.
Yeah, they're flying around here early, and I think they're pretty fired up just because their offense was able to go down and give them a lead here. So, if they didn't believe before the game, they clearly believe now.
They do now. Because that was easy, the way they matriculated down the field. Giffords right behind Prather, ball on the far hash mark. Prather looks to his left, dropping back. He's going to throw it to the side. He's got Ari Turner complete at the 37, down to the 30-yard line. Boy, that was a pretty throw to Ari Turner, the 5'8 senior, and he caught it. He was wide open, beat the DB, and it's 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Muskingum 32.
Yeah, ran a nice post pattern. Tyler laid it right up there for him.
1st and 10 Lions.
Prather now out of the pistol. Looking things over. Boy, there was a lot of movement on the line. Prather tried to draw Muskingum offside. He's got a lot of time on the play clock, 18. Lions with receivers out wide to both sides. Powell lined up off the line, tight end left. Hand off Giffords. Giffords right up the right side, off the right guard. He'll take it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, if you've never seen Jackson Gifford play, he's a load to bring down.
So gain 3 on the play.
Just enough to keep him honest. Muskingum's playing a lot of press coverage here, Dave.
Yep, they're right up on top. 2 deep coverage also.
Yeah.
Prather looks to the sideline to Darrell Hughes, the offensive coordinator, to get the play in.
Kind of looks like Tampa, too, a little bit here.
It does. Prather, fake handoff, drops straight back, looks up the left side, throws it. He's got a receiver. That is complete to Caden Pollard. He's got it at the 20, and a 1st down for the Lions on a 9-yard completion.
A nice route there by Mr. Pollard there. Went down, came back to the ball a little bit. Tyler with a strike right on the numbers.
Prather 2 for 2 passing for 43 yards so far in this ball game. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Muskingum 11-yard line. 7:18 and running left to go in the first quarter. Prather on the far side. Powell tight end right. Handoff Giffords. Stutter step. Goes inside the 20. Dives forward to about the 16-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 5 and brings up a 2nd down, 5 yards to go.
16-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
Boy, the Lions are able to move the football right down the field also, Chuck.
Yeah, that play was a mix-up there. Tyler was going to give it, then he kept it off. There was a communication issue, or that just was the planned play, but lost a couple there.
So that'll mark the Lions back 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and call it a long 7 yards to go. 6:20 remaining. Fake handoff. Pollard,
got some room.
Prather drops back. Now he runs out to the left, and he's going to be brought down at about the 10-yard line. And if they've got him spotted there, it's a 1st down, Chuck.
Yeah, nice decision there by Tyler. Nobody was open, and he saw an opening there on the left side, and he had just enough in those legs to make the 1st down. Good thing it's a 1st down. The bad thing is they got a whole 10 yards to go to the goal line.
Lions right now are rushing 6 times for about 23 yards as a team. Into the ball game now for the Lions is number 1. That's Devin Holt, first time he's been in. And Prather is going to leave the ball game.
Little Wildcat here.
Yep. It's going to leave Holt as the Wildcat quarterback. He's going to take it around the right behind Giffords. Around the right side to the 10, to the 5. He's into the pylon. Touchdown, Lions!
We had a feeling that might come up. A little bit of talk beforehand that they might run some Wildcat there.
Boy, Giffords was right out in front, and he laid out a block, and Holt followed it right up and dove inside the right pylon for the score, and it's 7-6. 5:33 left to go in the first quarter. Joey Hibbert in to attempt the extra point. Hibbert, right-footed kicker. And the holder is Kyle Toon, number 25, 5:33 remaining. Good snap, good kick, right through the middle. 5:33 left to go in period number 1. We're all knotted up at 7 here on Ultimate Sports Talk and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. Repairing a sewer line in your front yard can be costly and unsightly. Say goodbye to excavations and unsightly nuances in your front yard by calling Neiman Plumbing for all your sewer repair needs. Neiman Plumbing can repair your sewer line by using their trenchless, no-dig sewer repair. Say goodbye to having to repair your lawn. Neiman's trenchless sewer repair involves installing a liner inside the sewer line to prevent future backups. Call Neiman Plumbing, 513-851-5588 for your trenchless, no-dig sewer estimate, or visit them online, NeimanPlumbing.com.
Well, after tying up the game on that 11-yard touchdown run by Devin Holt, first time he's touched the ball this year, the Lions have tied it up at 7-7, and kicking it off is Joey Hibbert. Kiet is back, set to return, and he's going to take it in and let it go into the end zone and through the end zone for the touchback.
Yeah, I've always been, as you know, a big Devin Holt fan, but, with all the talent we've had, he gets his touches, but now he's going to get some more this year, and he shows good speed and some good moves. He's going to have a good year for the Lions.
Absolutely.
Find out who are our loudest fans. In the first quarter, Joe Lyon.
First quarter here, 5:33 left to go. I'm Dave Mitchell. Chuck Murray alongside. Lions showing that nickel backfield now. Cooper, the quarterback. He hands it off up the middle, and it goes on a breakout to the running back, Ross. Ross across midfield. He's going to pirouette, try to break a tackle, and dives forward inside the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Well, we put more guys up on the line. He still squirted through there. We're really struggling stopping the run right now. They're just lining it up saying, we're better than you up front.
39-yard run. Check that 29-yard run for Ross. Ross stays in the ball game, trips out to the near side for Muskingum, moving in motion to the far side. They have Davion Grant. Fake handoff. Cooper rolls out to his right, looks upfield. He's got a receiver that's under tight end, and he's going to break it across the 35, inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. 12 yards on the reception and another first down.
Yeah, nice play call, nice fake. It looked like he was going to roll out, potentially run it, but tight end wide open out there in the flat. We blew an assignment there. So, again, they're just moving it at will.
Right now, the Lions' defense, Chuck, is just a day late and a dollar short on everything.
They just look confused, and then, again, we're just getting beat up front right now.
1st and 10, ball at the 33 in Mount territory. Cooper, the quarterback, he's going to run it around the right side off the right tackle, and he takes it inside the 30, and he'll be brought down at the 27. That'll be a gain of about 6. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, big 71, their right tackle, Samar Scott, is really doing a nice job. 305 pounds. He's opening up some holes over there. They like to run over his side.
Into the ball game now is Bear Newbold in from Sycamore High School. My old stomping grounds.
There you go.
For right now. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Moving in motion to the near side is Kiet. Fake handoff. Cooper throws it out to the right side, complete to Kiet. He's going to be run out of bounds. Inside and outside the first down marker. He's got it for a 6-yard gain and another first down from Muskingum.
Yeah, with them able to run the ball, those play action passes are working really well, and guys are sliding out there getting open. Nice job of running mixing up the run and the pass.
Well, right now, The Lions just trying to figure out how they can stop this Muskies offense in any way possible. Kia in motion to the near side. Cooper, handoff, goes right up the middle to Ross. Ross takes it inside the 20, down to the 23. It's like a 4 or 5 yard gain every time they move the football.
Yeah, they're doing pretty much whatever they want, to be perfectly honest with you. And I know we're bringing some linebackers up and some safeties up and playing a little bit more press coverage to try to take away that. But, like you say, 4 or 5 yards a crack, and here they are threatening again.
Second down, 6 yards to go. Ball at the 18-yard line. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. 2 receivers out wide to the near side. Handoff goes right up the middle to the backup running back. That's Marshall Sayre. And Sayre takes it inside the 15, down near the 11.
They continue to run to the right, which, again, 305 pounds over there. I don't blame them.
Check that. I don't think that was Sayre. I think that was number 25, Chuck, and that would have been Tayron Hill, who was not on our 2 deeps, from Dayton High School. Dayton Northridge High School. Now back into the ball game is Ross.
Yeah, could use a turnover here, Dave.
First and 10. They can get a first down without scoring. Now Ross in motion out of the backfield. Dropping back, Cooper now runs out to the right. He's going to be hit and dropped. That's the play the Lions have been looking for. And he was dropped right behind the line of scrimmage by Jack Tucker.
Yeah, now we're in a situation where we got him behind the chains a little bit, so second and long. Yeah, they were running right.
Hit him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second and 10 from the 12. Well, now they're going to say he lost a couple.
Yep.
So it's second and 12 from the 14. Cooper with Ross behind him. Drops back. Looks into the end zone. Throws the fade to Kidd in the corner. Got it. Touchdown.
Yeah. Just a corner route. Nice throw. Nice catch.
So this has turned into an offensive shootout, and with 1:17 to go in this first quarter, it's now 13-7 Muskingum.
Yeah, again, beautiful play calling by Muskingum, mixing it up, and again, pretty much doing what they want to do.
They're averaging right now, hard to believe, but 9 yards a play.
It's impressive.
Myers in to kick the extra point. He's 1 for 1 this afternoon. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. 1:17 to go, it's quarter number 1. Your score, it's the Muskies 14, the Mount 7, on the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network at UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Sometimes circumstances require the services of a private investigator. And when that happens, contact Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati. They specialize in surveillance, insurance fraud investigations, workers' comp, witness location and protection, accident reconstruction, and stolen auto and construction equipment. Official Investigations and Security Services also provides mobile notary services throughout the tri-state area. So for your needs, call the best. Courtesy, professionalism, experience, and results. Official Investigations and Security Services at 844-263-3424. Think better, feel better, be better. At Iron Sharpens Iron, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati, train with passion and purpose. Be challenged by the 3 core principles: strength, core, and cardio. Make yourself better mentally and physically. Iron Sharpens Iron provides a fun and effective fitness training that you'll love. Try one of their 6 different programs: the Iron Circuit, Early Burn, Thrive, The Good Fight, Trinity, and Super Saturday. Ready for a better gym experience? Get to Iron Sharpens Iron today. 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati.
Myers will kick it off for Muskingum as they are leading it now 14-7 here in the first quarter. Minute 17 to go.
Yeah, they're, it's kind of like you say, a basketball game here. You got to keep matching score for score.
Myers kicks it off short. They're going to try to pin him over on the left side. But coming
in
and taking it and then fumbling it are the Lions. That was Hunkus. Hunkus came in, tried to catch it on the run at the 25, but it appears he jumped right back on top of it, and that's where the Lions will have it. First and 10 at their own 24 after they dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I think he saw a lot of green grass. He just took his eye off of it just for a second, because I think if he comes out back clean, he's got a shot to get out past the 40, but fortunately we were able to get the ball back.
So first and 10 for the Lions. Pray they're back in a quarterback. For Muskingum, that touchdown drive was 8 plays, 75 yards, in 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Handoff goes off the left-hand side to Darren Holt, and Holt got upended right away. Lost maybe about a yard on the play.
Yeah, Muskingum's clearly come to play.
Well, they do come from a great conference.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about in the pregame, how
right.
That record maybe is a little misleading. Gary Powell came off the field.
So in is Elon LaFrange at the tight end position. Receivers out wide on both sides. Now moving in motion is Caden Pollard, running out of the pocket is Prather, and he throws over the middle, intercepted.
Yep, you could see that coming.
Yep, intercepted at the 23-yard line. Newman with the interception.
Yeah, it's just a bad decision. He was pressured, and he didn't want to take the sack, and you could just see he had to throw up, falling backwards off his back foot, and that was trouble from the beginning. So good pressure by Muskingum's defense, forces a turnover. We got to come up big here on defense.
Absolutely. You cannot go down 2 scores to these guys. Just the way that they have come out and attacked. 1st and 10 from the Mount 23-yard line. And there's 29.7 seconds left to go in the quarter, Chuck, so that means when the quarter ends and they go down to the other end, the wind will be at their back.
Yep.
I thought I'd get that in before you did.
This is a big series right here.
Cooper with Ross right behind him. Handoff to Ross, cuts to the right, and he got hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3 on the play by the Lions. And it looked like Brock Harris got in there and got it.
Yeah, a couple other guys, but Brock got in there. That's a big first down stop here. But like you say, we're going to switch ends. They'll have the wind.
Now the Lions, after that play, they've got to build on it as we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Muskies 14, the Mount 7 here from Schuler Field on Ultimate Sports Talk and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
At LIT Wellness Solutions, we've partnered with 6 of the leading insurance carriers to ensure you receive the weight and health management support you need with minimal to no copay. Wonder if your insurance qualifies? Visit www.litwellnesssolutions.com today and click the Learn More Now button to find out and get booked. Let us help you ignite the change within. www.litwellnesssolutions.com today.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Chuck, 14-7 as we head into the second quarter. What do the Lions have to do here?
Yeah, it looks like we're putting a little bit more people in the box to try to stop that run, which is going to put a lot of pressure on our DBs, but we're going to have to stop the run. They can't let them run down their throat the whole time, and like you said, they got the win now.
Caleb Sparks-Matthews into the ballgame at fullback. Hand off to Ross. They throw it back to Kidd. Kidd's going to throw it to the quarterback, and that is the quarterback, Cooper, and he's going to take it near the goal line. He's going to be hit and run out of bounds at the 2.
Yeah, we just missed their tackling for a loss, and again, another trick play that we're just not ready for.
Texas leading Michigan now 24-3. I thought I saw Blake Watson crying here a little bit ago.
Texas is the real deal.
All right, Sparks-Matthews in at fullback. Under the center is Cooper. Handoff goes up the middle to Sayre, and Sayre takes it in for the score.
Takes it 2 yards into the end zone. A touchdown, Muskingum.
Well,
turnover,
just what we didn't want.
Yeah, turnover killed us. But at some point, we're going to have to stop them. It's hard to score every time. So, and then, of course, you give them a short field. But long way to go.
We're going to keep it right here after this extra point. 14:25 left to go in this first half. At halftime, Melanie Wagner, the athletic director here at the Mount, will be interviewed by Blake Watson. 20-7, Muskingum with the lead. Ann Myers will attempt the extra point. High snap, but they got it down. Kick is up and good. So that makes it 21-7 now, Chuck. And as you said, the defense really hasn't been able to stop anything. And also the turnover by the offense led to that touchdown.
Yeah, at some point, and I'm sure Coach Thompson and their staff, they're trying pretty much everything at this point, putting more guys up towards the line in the box. But at some point, players got to make plays. You know, coaches can only do so much, try to put them in the best position, but you know, quite honestly, they're just winning those one-on-one battles up front. They're pushing us off the line, and then a few times that we get them in a second long, they run a little gadget or trick play, and it goes for big yardage. So, you know, I think the big thing is here is try to get a drive going, get down and score, even if we don't pin them back. Again, long way to go. 14-25. We got almost 3 quarters. Plenty of time to catch up, but take care of the football, and again, we're going to have to start making some stops.
Well, they have run the ball 14 times for 72 yards, an average of 5 a carry. And they have caught 6 passes for 107 yards on the afternoon, Chuck. They're averaging just under 9 yards a play.
Yeah, I mean, to me, they've just been very, very efficient. I don't know any other word to use. Just they're keeping us off balance and very efficient.
Hunkus back set to return along with Ari Turner. Myers is going to kick it off, and he kicks it straight down the middle with a 2-touchdown lead, taken in by Turner at the goal line. And Turner's going to run it right up the middle to the 20, and he's going to be upended at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he just slipped a little bit. He cut and just slipped a little bit. He had a good return going.
Prather 2 for 3 with that interception, 45 yards coming into this drive. Lions have run the football 7 times for 30 yards total. Prather, now the Lions going from right to left across your computer screen, with Giffords just offset to the left. Powell, tight end left. 14-19 to go in the first quarter, and the Lions have receivers out wide. That's Pollard out wide to the near side. Ari Turner, slot left, and going out wide right is Zane Dine. Now moving in motion is Ari Turner to the far side. Prather will take the snap. Handoff goes off the left side to Giffords. Giffords breaks a tackle to the 30-yard line, out to the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, really good hard run there by Jackson. Broke a couple tackles and just kept those legs churning. Nice first down game.
Second down. 2 yards to go for the Lions. The offensive line has really got to make themselves known here on this drive, I would think, Chuck.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, it's a cliche, but games are won in the trenches.
Got to give that defense an opportunity to sit down and try to figure out what's going on here.
Absolutely.
Prather, handoff Giffords around the left side, across the 35 to the 40. He's got a first down and a gain of about 14 yards.
Yeah, find something that's working and stick with it.
Keep carrying that football, carrying the mail.
Yeah. Because, you know, ideally you'd like a long, sustained drive to let that defense rest. Like I said, Coach Thompson and they're trying to, you know, figure it out.
1st and 10 from the 40, hand up Giffords, same play. Across the 40, he's out to the 44-yard line.
Well, he puts his head and shoulders down and he lowers it, and he's looks like he's one of them guys that just love contact.
6 carries, 25 yards on the afternoon now for Jackson Giffords. 12:55 and running left to go in the first half. Second down, 6 yards to go for the Lions. Ball in the near hash mark. Snap to Prather. Prather drops back. Looks down the middle. Good protection. Throws over the middle. Complete to Ari Turner in Muskingum territory at the 46-yard line.
Nice throw and catch. Nice route there. Kind of an in cut there and hit him right on the numbers.
About 12 yards on the reception. Ball at the 46 of Muskingum. Powell tight end right. Lines up off the right guard. Now the Lions will look over to the sideline for the play. Holt is in the ball game now for Giffords. Pollard and Turner are stacked out to the near side here. Ball in the near hash mark. Fake handoff. Prather drops back. Good protection. He's going to go deep. He's got Turner. And Turner caught the ball. Did he get into the end zone? No. They're going to put him down at the half-yard line.
What a throw and catch, boy. Again, another post route there. Tyler threw it. up there, he ran under it, and like you say, he's within inches.
It'll be inside the 1-yard line, 1st and goal on the play.
What a fantastic throw and catch.
11:50 to go in this first half. Lions now under center.
Yeah, quarterback sneak here maybe. Let's see what happens, Dave.
Tyler Prather under center.
He's going to hand
it off to Giffords. Giffords tried to leap the pile, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Lions.
I like that under the center. I thought maybe they'd just kind of do the Philadelphia, kind of push him in, but they cut it to within 1 score.
11:33 left to go in the first half. Boy, offensively, the Lions have done to Muskingum what the Muskies have done to the Lions.
Yeah, we just made the one mistake.
1 turnover.
But, we're going to have to figure out a way to stop them. But that was a big answer right there. You get down 2 scores like that, you got to make something happen because all of a sudden they get it back with all kind of momentum.
One of the Lions was late getting in for this extra point. Joey Hibbard, the 5'11", 220-pound senior, right-footed kicker, good snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. 11:33 left to go in the half. It's now Muskingum 21, the Mount 14 on the Ultimate Sports Talk Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just a game.
You get to be outside, you get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Lions come right back and answer the touchdown by Muskingum, but they still trail by a TD. 11:33 to go, 21-14 Muskingum.
Yeah, they really needed that. Again, you're down 2 scores, and if you punt it back to them, now we need a stop really bad here. We'll see how they do the kickoff here, if they pooch it or try to kick it deep, because we are against the wind this quarter.
Kidd is back to return at about his own 10-yard line. He's the single setback. Hibbert is going to kick it off, and it is a high end-over-end kick. Kidd's going to take it in at the 15 on the far side. To the 20, cuts back to the middle, 25, 30, 35, 40, and he's going to be brought down outside the 40 at the 44-yard line on the play. 29-yard return on the kickoff, and Muskingum will have it in their own territory at the 44.
Yeah, it's tough to kick against the wind. Sometimes you maybe want to line drive it or squib it. You try to avoid those big returns, but that was a nice job by him. Really nice return. Had a little opening there, and like you say, boy, they got good field position.
11:27 left to go in the half. Melanie Wagner, our guest at halftime. And I believe, I'm not sure what I believe right now. They're looking to see if there's a problem with the chains. Now I think they've got it right. Not quite sure why the linesman from the near side had to run all the way over to the far side. That touchdown drive by the Lions, 6 plays, 77 yards in 2 minutes and 46 seconds, culminated by the 1-yard touchdown run by Jackson Gifford. 11:27, now here we go. Everything's straightened out. And Muskingum going from left to right. They put man in motion. Now they're going to come back and they're going to throw the ball deep up their left side, and it is incomplete. No flags. Good coverage out there on the far side by Pierce.
Yeah, really good coverage. Again, we're going single high there and going man on man. So they're going to take some shots with that single coverage, but I think we're kind of stuck. We got to stop the run.
Miles Harding was back there protecting on that one too from his safety position.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, we got to stop the run, and they're going to take some shots.
Have they had a 2nd and 10 in this game at all? I don't think
right
so.
Now.
Yeah, I don't think right now.
I think you're right.
Quarterback Cooper, and now Cooper sees the things aren't the way that he likes, so he's going to take a timeout. First of the half by Muskingum. They lead it 21-14 with 11:23 left to go in the first half. Next week we'll be at Hiram taking on the Terriers on a Friday night. Keep that one in mind.
It'll be interesting. Years ago, we would open up the season with Wilmington on a Saturday night and play at like 6 o'clock, whether it's here or there, and then the series kind of ended, and that's the last time I can remember a night game. There might have been one or two in between there, but that's the last one I remember.
Well, if you go to a high school football game next Friday night, just take your cell phone along and tune us into Ultimate Sports Talk. We'll be there to bring you the game.
That's a great idea. You can follow both, and
yep.
I think it's neat for the kids to play on a Friday night. Obviously they did that in high school, so a chance to maybe remember some of those days and play a game under the lights.
When my boys went to Hiram, I didn't remember them having lights, and I asked my older son Greg, I said, "Do you remember them having lights?" He said, "No." So they must have just put them in the last few years. Well, the timeout is over. They'll have two remaining here in the first half, 11:23 to go. 21-14, Muskingum with the lead. And the quarterback put in is Cooper. Puts a man in motion. That's Grant. Now he'll throw it out to the right side to Unger. Unger with his third catch. He's got the first down inside the Mount 45, run out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Again, just kind of went out there in the flat and, pretty wide open.
Cooper right now is 5 of 6 passing for 72 yards.
Again, pretty much doing what they want.
He's got a quarterback rating right now of 83%. First and 10. As you said, they're doing what they want. 43-yard line is where the ball rests in Mount territory. Logan Gant in motion to the far side. Cooper drops back, throws over the middle, complete to Unger again. Unger crosses over the middle at the 35 and run out of bounds inside the 30 near the 25-yard line. That's going to be a 16-yard reception and a first down.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure Coach is trying everything he can, and they're just getting open. And again, great play calling by Muskingum. They're really mixing it up, and we're trying to load the box a little bit. Now they're throwing those intermediate passes, and
Unger now 4 catches on the afternoon for 47 yards. Somebody's got to pick it up over the middle. That's where all his catches have come from. Cooper, the quarterback, drops back, looks over the middle. They're going pass on this one. And now he runs out of the pocket, gets it up to the 20-yard line as he puts his head down and gains 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, good coverage there by the secondary, but still made, scrambled around and got 5 yards out of it.
Schlensker and Buller in making the tackle. 9:48 left to go in the first half. Second down, gain of 5, down to the 20-yard line of the Mount.
I can't remember the last time our defense really got, battered like this a little bit was, I think, maybe the second half of the game up in Michigan last year.
Yeah. 9:28 and running left to go in the half. Moving in motion is Unger out of the backfield, dropping back Cooper. Heavy rush. He gets hit as he throws. It's complete to Kiet. Kiet at the 10, and he's jumped out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Brady Hornberger.
We got a man down from Muskingum. Looks like an offensive lineman.
Well, Cooper had to throw that ball on the run, Chuck, but he had an outlet receiver that was just left unopened, and then Kiet.
Yeah, and I don't know if the receiver had that original route, but he saw his quarterback in trouble, scramble to the right, so he's going to cut across to the right side there, and again with good speed, he just kind of ran away from our DB.
9:12 left to go. We've got an injury timeout on the field. Muskingum leading at 21-14. When we come back, we'll try to tell you who that is after this.
This is Dave Mitchell for the George Nikias Agency. George continues to enjoy working with all of you and helping to customize an individualized program on Medicare supplements or Advantage plans. George can simplify the process and help you get into the type of coverage you need. Don't leave your future to chance. Make sure you're covered financially and physically. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George Nikias today at 513-733-1255 or stop by the website, georgenikias.com. The George Nikias Agency, reliable, respectful, and responsive service.
Well, still laying on his back is the right guard, Kamari Hill, number 75. He was on his stomach before. Now they're going to help him up and get him off the field.
Yeah, Kamari's a senior from Dayton, Chaminade Julian.
Well, 285 pounds, 6'1", a senior.
Yeah, big man.
They've got a couple of players from down in this area.
Yeah, they do. Right down 75 there.
So coming in to replace him will be Nate Romano. Romano, 53, going in at that right guard spot. He's a 240 sophomore from Newark Licking Valley High School. 9 minutes to go and running. Moving in motion. There are a couple of players now for Muskingum. They get set. Cooper's going to keep it on the quarterback draw. He'll take it into the end zone for the score. From 6 yards out, he goes in, and it's now 27-14. Muskingum again with a 2-score lead.
Yeah, at this point, I really have no words. They're just winning the battle up front, call them pretty much whatever they want.
8:52 left to go in the first half of action. 27-14, and Myers is in to attempt the extra point. He's perfect on the day. The holder is Jaden Young. He's a senior. Kick is up. We got a flag down. Kick is good, but let's see what the penalty will be.
Yeah, they got to push him back, make him re-kick.
Right.
5 in the backfield and the kicker team. 5-yard penalty, replay it down.
Oh, so, movement by Muskingum. It'll knock them back 5 yards on this extra point, but Tyler Hopperton will make them re-kick it, which is a good move. You take any opportunity to take points off the board.
Yeah, if we're going to win this thing, it's going to be probably in the 40s or 50s, and so any extra point that's missed or something could come into play.
8:52 left to go in this first half. 27-14. Myers will kick it with the wind to his back. Good snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So 8:52 remaining. Here from Schuler Field in the first half, it's the Muskies 28, the Mount 14 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
BSN Sports is the official athletic supplier of Mount St. Joseph University. If you need anything for your team, league, or complex, contact Scott Lawson of BSN Sports today. BSN Sports is the largest local sporting goods provider in town. They manufacture bleachers, benches, netting, foul poles, padding, goalposts, sleds, football dummies, and screens. And if it has to do with your athletic complex, gyms, courts, weight rooms, baseball and football fields, track and field, or outfitting your teams, call BSN Sports today. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646. Psalm 27 verse 17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And that's the business model of Iron Sharpens Iron on 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati. Strength, core, and cardio, the three principles that make yourself better mentally and physically. Train with passion and purpose. Be challenged and get your mental game strong. We will empower you to put up the good fight and thrive. Ready for the best gym experience of your life? Call Iron Sharpens Iron today or stop in at 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati.
Myers will kick it off, and back set to return for the Lions here to try to cut back into that lead. Ari Turner and Michael Hunkus. Myers kicks it straight down the middle, high over end kick. Turner takes it in the end zone and just takes a knee for the touchback.
Yeah, that's a good decision. The wind's really carrying it, and he's 5 yards deep, and you want to take it on the 25, and you don't want to mess up your field position because again now we need another score.
Penn State has come back to take the lead over Bowling Green with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, 27-24. Georgia Tech losing to Syracuse 24-14. And Texas over Michigan 24-3 at the Big House. 8:52 remaining. First half of action. Lions now find themselves down again by 2 scores, 2 TDs. Prather, the quarterback, moves Ari Turner in motion to the far side. Low snap, but Prather goes down to get it, looks upfield. He's going
he grabbed him.
By Pollard, there's the flag. Pollard got grabbed from behind, couldn't catch up with the pass, but the official threw the flag for the pass interference penalty.
Yeah, actually it's a good defensive play. He was beat. If he doesn't grab him, that's a potential 75-yard touchdown. So the Lions will get a 15-yard penalty out of this. They don't do spot fouls in college. It's 15 yards.
It's a 15-yard penalty and automatic first down.
On that touchdown drive by Muskingum, they had 6 plays, 56 yards, 2 minutes, 35 seconds on the 6-yard touchdown run by Caven Cooper. 8:46 remaining. Lions have the ball at the 40. They hand the ball off to Devin Holder on the right side. Stutter step. He's going to get hit and dropped at the 35-yard line.
And no room to run there. Devin tried to cut it outside, and nice pursuit there by the Muskingum defense. Thought maybe they'd get a horse collar tackle out of that, but no dice.
Kendrick Riley with the tackle. One-on-one took him down. Loss of 4 on the play. Second down, 14 yards to go.
Well, Dave, we weren't going to talk too much about out-of-town scoreboard, but listen to this one. Halftime, DePaul 43, Rose Holman nothing.
Wow. Not expected.
No, not at all.
Second down, 14. Prather moves Pollard in motion to the near side. He's going to throws it down deep, and it is caught on the play by the Lions to the 20, 15, 10, 5, brought down at the 3, inside the 5. That's Eli Aston. Aston, a sophomore from East Central High School, caught the pass. He was wide open, Chuck.
He sure was. Again, Tyler just laid it up there, let him run right underneath it.
Big play by the Lions. Aston, I don't think he played at all last year.
I don't remember calling his name at all.
Not at all, but boy, he was wide open downfield. Lions first and goal from the Muskingum 3. Pollard out wide to the left. Prather, handoff. Giffords around the left side, trying to get the corner. Can't get it. He's upended at the 6 on the play. Coming in from his linebacker position to make the tackle for Muskingum is Quentin Litz. Litz, one of their captains.
That's a nice play by Muskingum's defense. Jackson tried to bounce it outside. I don't know if the play called for that or if he was supposed to go off tackle and he just had to bounce it because there was no hole open. So second down, we got to punch it in here, Dave.
I'll tell you, right now Muskingum is beating the Lions' offensive line to the punch.
Yeah, especially the last few runs.
They've got him down at the 5-yard line. Second down, goal to go from just outside the 5. Giffords to the right, dropping back Prather. Prather looks to the right, now rolls out to the right, throws it into the end zone and threw it away.
Yep, good decision. Good decision. All the guys were covered and he had to throw it away. Looked like for a minute there he could maybe run it in, but that closed up pretty fast. So, well, I think we got 2 plays here. I don't think we can be kicking field goals down two touchdowns.
Third down, goal to go. Ball resting right at the 6-yard line. Prather looks over to the sideline for the play. Giffords in the backfield. Aston, Turner, and Pollard are out wide to the far side. Prather drops back, looks over the middle, throws it to the corner of the end zone. He's got a man. Comes down with a touchdown, Lions. Is that Aston? Yes.
Yeah, it is.
And he deserved it.
Again, Tyler's been on the mark except for that one bad play. He's been outstanding. The receivers have been outstanding. You know, we're scoring. As we talked about in the pregame, we're scoring.
That one turnover that has changed the facet of this game. In to kick it off, to attempt the extra point is Hibbard. Hibbard, he's perfect on the day. Low snap, but they got it down, and the kick is up and good. 6:17 to go. First half. It's now the Muskies 28 to Mount 21 on the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network and UltimateSportsTalk.com.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Chuck, I know it's not as easier said than done, but somebody on this defense, either from the linebacker position or the defensive position, the front four positions, has to take this ball game into their own hands.
Yeah, somebody's got to make a play. They're just, like I said, to make it look easy. Quick couple scores. Center leads Hanover 7-6 in the second quarter, and Ohio Northern leads Franklin 24-0 in the second quarter.
6:17 left until halftime. Blake Watson will interview Melanie Wagner, the athletic director of the Mount.
I may say a tremendous athletic director and my boss.
6'7". She is a tremendous athletic director.
She's doing a great job.
I have never heard that you have accepted anything she's instructed you to do before, but that's another story. Kicking it off are the Lions. Kiet has got it at the 20, to the 25.
That's a hold.
The hold, and the flags are all over the place.
Two holds.
Kiet's taken it out to the 35-yard line, but it'll come back on the hold, as you said.
Yeah, boy, he's a dangerous returner, boy. He gets the ball in his hands. He can make some really good things happen for them. But, yeah, there's a couple obvious holds there.
6:09 left to go.
We got two flags on the play. Holding number 20 on the return team. Holding number 83 is the one they're going to take as a 10-yard penalty.
And the reason they'll take that one is it gets them back further.
Right, exactly. A good explanation there, yep.
So the Lions will set up their defensive squad. And now the Lions, this is the worst field position that I can recall right now, Chuck, on Muskingum, back 15-yard line.
Yeah, we got them pinned in. Let's see if somebody can make a play. And I think the big thing is just maintain your own responsibility on some of these gadget plays and things. You know, what Bill Belichick say, do your job.
Do your job.
You know.
Yep.
Trust your teammate, they'll do theirs. And so let's get a turnover here.
6:09. I got a story about Bill Belichick coming up at the next time we can get one in. Cooper, the quarterback, drops back, looks over the middle, good protection, and it's going to be intercepted! It'll be incomplete. Almost intercepted, I should say, by the Lions. Miles Harding, the safety.
Yeah, I thought he had it. He threw late, and boy, he jumped the route. Good coverage by the Lions secondary there, good pressure.
That drive by the Lions, by the way, another 6-play drive, 75 yards, 2 minutes 40 seconds to go. Or 2 minutes 40 seconds is how long the drive lasted. Dropping back now, Cooper pitches it out to the left-hand side to Ross. Ross got hit, dropped at the 19-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5, brings up third down and a long 5.
Finally got him in a third down situation here. Got to come up big here.
On the afternoon, they are 2 of 2 on third down situations. Third down and 6 from the 20-yard line. Big play here for the Mount. 5.5 left to go in the half. Trips out to the far side. Cooper, empty backfield. Drops back. Looks to the right. Throws it. Complete on the play. It was caught at the 30 flag down on the sideline. Let's see what it is.
I think it's a sideline warning would be my guess. And he should be a little short of the first down.
As they come in, well, Muskingum is saying it's against the Lions.
Yeah, but I think it's a sideline warning. Let's see what we got. Unless it's unsportsmanlike.
Now we'll get the call.
Unsportsmanlike sideline interference on Mount St. Joe. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, boy.
Boy, 15-yard penalty.
Wow.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on a sideline interference penalty call.
Boy, the coaching staff's furious. That's a killer.
I think he had the first down nonetheless.
You think so?
Bill,
okay, I thought he was a little
close.
short. Yeah, and they may have went for the fourth, but we'll never know.
Yeah, now it takes it out to the 40-yard line. On the 15-yard penalty, it gives them an automatic first down. Not what the Lions defense needed. 5:10 left to go in the half. Down by 2 scores. Handoff, Ross around the right-hand side. Another flag down, and Ross is going to get hit and drop at the 43-yard line, gain of 3, but let's see what the flag is. As you said, it's thrown in the vicinity of a hold.
Yeah.
The officials will talk it over. And
offense number 87.
holding on Muskingum on their tight end, Grant Wright.
So we got him in a first and about 20 probably, so need a stop. Been saying that the whole game, but really need one now.
5 minutes to go. Under 5 minutes to go as the clock is running.
And we do get the ball to start the second half, so
yes.
That's big.
So after that penalty, takes it back. It'll be first down and about 20 yards to go. Cooper now comes up and says, nah, we're going to talk this one over. So they take another timeout. That'll be their second of the half. 4:38 left to go in this first half. 28-21, Muskingum with the score. A little story about Bill Belichick.
Okay.
He's not coaching now, but he's on 5 different podcasts, 5 different broadcast venues. He's making over $2 million a year just broadcasting. We're in the wrong profession.
Yeah, well, again, I guess he's got a nice little resume though to to back it up a little bit, but he's actually quite good on TV.
He is.
And Nick Saban is outstanding. And I know they're good buddies that coach together, in the NFL for a while, but they're both outstanding. So, I know Belichick probably would like to break the all-time wins record. I think he's around 20 or so, but he's in his 70s now. He might just enjoy this and say, you know what? It's okay.
I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but who won that game last night?
Philadelphia won. They were up 2, kicked the field goal in the last few seconds. They win by 5.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end of the game, Jordan Love got hurt, so I don't know what that status is going to be going forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, Green Bay looked good until he got hurt.
Yep.
So it'll be first down. Call it 20 yards to go after that timeout. Dropping back is the quarterback. Cooper runs out to the right, flips it out to Kiet, and Kiet couldn't come down with it near the 40-yard line. Incomplete.
They caught a break there. He was able to step up in the pocket, and he ran open, and he just threw it a little bit behind him.
8 for 12 now passing for Cooper. He's got 110 yards through the air here this afternoon. 4:33. Clock stops. Now they send 2 receivers out wide to the left-hand side. That is Cade Searles and Travis Roberson. Dropping back is Cooper. Throws over the middle. Kidd, he's got it complete at the 35-40. Gets a big bunch back near the 45 out to the 46-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 16, but he's still going to be shy by about 4 yards, Chuck.
Yeah, boy, he's a tough cover right there. He's really fast, and it's tough to cover him one-on-one.
He's running the same pattern, though, when he gets these catches. Yeah. He's right over the middle and down over the middle.
Yeah, he's running. It's just hard. We don't really have anybody can run with him. He's really fast. Big third down here.
Under 4 minutes and running. Roberson out wide to the near side. Ball in the far hash mark. Cooper, third down and 4. Drops back. Here comes the blitz. He gets out of it, struggles forward, gets to the line of scrimmage, now gets to the first down marker, and he's got the first down at midfield.
It looked like they had him, and he ducked out of there and ran for the first down. Nice job.
Boy, Muskingum is doing a great job of handling the Lions up front.
Yeah, the Lions had a blitz on, and they had him. They just couldn't quite wrap him up, and that was a big third down right there.
Huge third down. First down and 10. Ball in the Mount territory near the 49-yard line. Cooper. Fake a pitch out on the left-hand side. Runs it right up the middle behind the left guard. Takes it down inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the carry.
And what they're going to try to do here is they're going to try to run it all the way down scores quick or at the end of the half, so we don't get the ball back.
They've got one timeout left.
Yeah.
Ball at their back. We've got 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out. Their offensive coordinator is doing an outstanding job, and their players are executing at a high level.
Yes.
They really are. They're taking a long time here, again, trying to milk the clock. And
10 seconds on the play clock. Trips out to the near side. Now moving in motion to the far side is Grant.
That's their last time out.
And now they'll use their last time out, as evidently Cooper did not like what he saw out of the Mount defense. 2:28 left to go. We're going to keep it right here. 28-21. Grab a couple scores while we can here this afternoon. Last we knew, Texas was on top of Michigan. They still are, 31-6. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Yeah. Georgia Tech is losing to Syracuse 24-14. Bowling Green had the lead at halftime over Penn State, but now they're down 27-24 in the fourth quarter. And Arkansas is up by 8 to Oklahoma State, 21-13.
Yeah, some Mount St. Joe news, unfortunately, up in Chicago. The women's volleyball team was up 2 sets to love and lost in 5. They lost the last 3 sets, 25-20, 25-20, and 15-12. And up at Muskingum, the men's team is trailing 2-1 with 13:41 to go in the game.
2:28 left to go in this one in the first half. Melanie Wagner, our halftime guest, with Blake Watson, and we'll go over scores and highlights of this one, which there have been a lot.
A lot of offense.
28-21 your score. Muskingum on top with the football. Second down, 5 yards to go. Cooper pitches it out along the left-hand side to Unger, and Unger's going to get hit and dropped right at the 45-yard line. Good play by the Lions. Muskingum has been more efficient, Chuck, when they have gone straight at the Lions instead of trying to go out wide.
Yeah, they really have. The few times they've went wide, it's more of a trick play or reverse type thing. So again, another big third down here. I don't think, unless it's real short, I think they kick it from here and punt it back, but we'll see.
They have no timeouts left. Yeah. Cooper is running right over to the sideline. Now what?
Wait a minute. I thought they
had no timeouts left.
That's what we thought. But
2-minute timeout rule.
What?
We missed something there. We thought that was their fourth timeout.
That is their fourth timeout. He didn't call it said it's some sort of instrument timeout.
Oh, okay.
What in the world is this?
Muskingum gets a break.
Now, D3 didn't implement the 2-minute warning, did they?
That's a great question. That's what it is.
It's 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
2-minute warning in D3 football. I did not know that this year.
Yeah, well, actually, they don't want to call it a warning. They want to call it a 2-minute timeout. They're really weird about that. But, yeah, I was actually thinking about that before the game, and now that's what it is. It's a 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout. Well, that's why they're the coaches and we're up here.
Yeah, well, I thought about it before the game, and then all of a sudden, now that it's coming in, makes sense. So, they just implemented that this year, but they don't want to copy the NFL. So it's a 2-minute timeout. Either way, you're going to have that at the end of the half and at the end of the game.
How long do you think it will be before the NCAA implements the NFL kickoff rule?
God, I hope never.
Isn't that childish?
You can't even have an onside kick. You got to tell them you're going to do it, and you can only do it in the fourth quarter. I'm understanding about the safety aspects. I get all that, but at some point, it's football, and it's the sport, and there is a little risk involved. You don't want anybody to get hurt, but that's just, you can't keep changing the rules.
2 minutes to go as we're under the 2-minute warning now. 28-21. I'm going to call it 2-minute warning.
Good for you.
Dropping back Cooper. Cooper is
going
to get hit.
Oh.
Gets away from one. Can't get away from the other. Getting in there and bringing him down was Jonah Smith, a 6'2", 170-pound senior. And the Lions now will use a timeout with 1:49 left.
Yeah, great timeout there by the Lions. They want to save some time. And with Muskingum having no timeouts, we can kind of do what we want on offense. If we fall behind the chains, we can run the clock almost out. So good decision there. I would assume they'll punt it away. We haven't seen a punt yet, so.
I'm not sure who the first initial hit was. I think it was Declan Brophy, but I'm not sure. He spun out of that.
Yep.
Cooper spun out of that tackle, but right there to clean it up was Jonah Smith.
Yeah, that was again, the quarterback. He's been scrambling around and tough to bring down. So good pressure by the Lions front four there.
Muskingum has to punt it here, wouldn't you think?
You would think so. I wouldn't want to give them out a short field. I mean, you're up 7. But you never know.
It's 4th and 10.
Yeah.
The ball's at the 49. They need to get to the 39 of the Mount for a first down. Their punter is Aaron Myers, who's also their kicker.
See what I gotta believe they're gonna punt.
I gotta believe they're gonna punt it too.
Yeah,
and they are. There's Myers.
Yeah.
And going back, set to return this one for the Lions is Eli Aston. Aston drops back at around his 10. 4th and 10. See what the Lions do here on the front. High snap, but Myers brings it down. No rush. High spinning kick. It'll go out of bounds near the 20-yard line. As now they'll try to square it off as to where the ball will be placed.
I always think it's a guess.
It is. It's a real guess.
Yeah.
I always thought what you should do is just where the ball lands, assume how many yards it's out of bounds by, and run it up the yard line that far.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of formula for it, but I always say they're just guessing.
Yeah, well, I failed geometry in high school too, so I guess you can't do it that way. All right, here we go. 1:41 left to go in the half. Lions down 28-21. They get the ball to start the second half, too. Remember that. Prather at the 20-yard line. Gets the snap. No pressure. Now rolls out to his right under a heavy rush. Throws it upfield, incomplete.
He's out of the pocket, so he's okay because there was no receiver in sight.
There's not anyone within.
So what you got to do here, the Lions, with that incomplete, I think I'd run the ball here because you don't want to give it back to them and have to punt into the wind. So you do get it, as you mentioned, to start the second half. So I would run it here to see what I did. And, because you got a little momentum. If you're only down 7 going to the half, you get the ball. I'd be okay with that.
Right.
Let's see what they do here. I think you run it up the middle here and see what happens.
1:34, clock stopped on the incompletion. Holt is in the backfield right now. Pollard moves in motion, dropping back.
For that.
Prather, he's going to throw it deep. They've got Aston. He's double covered, incomplete.
Yeah.
Boy, nice coverage by Muskingum brings up 3rd down 10.
Yeah, that's nice coverage. He really had no chance at that.
Have the Lions thrown anything short today?
Not a whole lot. They threw that one in cut for about 12 yards, but it's mostly been the bomb. But now I'm concerned here. So if you go 3 and out, you punt it back into the wind.
1:28 to go in the half. Clock stopped again.
Yeah, you're almost forced to throw here. You got to try to get a first down. You can only run it down to about 50 seconds or so.
Gifford in the backfield now for the Lions. Receivers out wide, split on both sides. Prather drops back, throws it out into the flat, complete to Aston. Aston to the 25, to the 30. He's got the first down. He lost his handle and stepped out of bounds. And boy, if he'd have stayed in bounds there, Chuck, he was gone. But he's out of bounds at the 36 and a first down.
Yeah, that's a big first down right there, boy.
16 yards on the reception.
If nothing else, it means they're probably not going to get it back.
And he got out of bounds, so it stops the clock.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Prather with Giffords in the back. Aston staying in. Well, he's put on a show here today.
Yeah, he's run some good routes. He was wide open there.
Prather on 1st and 10 from his own 35. Drops back. Here comes the blitz. Prather's going to keep it around the left side to the 40, to the 45, and he's going to step out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. He's got a gain of 11 and a first down.
Great decision right there by Tyler. Again, it's all about decision making. He didn't force it. Take what they give you. And, we're doggone there at midfield.
Powell in, Aston out. Now for the Lions at tight end. Receivers out wide on both sides. Muskingum making some changes across that front line.
And since we made changes, then they have the opportunity to make the changes too.
Prather with Gifford to his left. Fake handoff. Prather looks downfield. He's got plenty of time.
Got all day.
Steps to his left.
Got
Throws
him.
it upfield. He's got the receiver complete at the 31 in Muskingum territory. Lions will have a first down. That's Ari Turner.
Boy, he had all day to throw. Great job by the offensive line. And Ari finally broke open. He must have had 5-6 seconds back there, Dave.
Prather now 8 of 12 passing with that interception. 143 yards.
He's been spot on except for the one throw. He's been outstanding.
1st and 10 for the Lions at the 33-yard line of Muskingum. Pollard out wide to the left. There's trips out to the right. Gifford to the left of Prather. Drops back. Heavy rush. He's going to throw it into the end zone. He's got a man. There's going to be pass interference as the DB was all over Pollard. And he comes up and says, "What did I do?"
Yeah, he had to grab him.
Yeah, he had to. That's Malik Pegram with the pass interference penalty. I just thought it was funny that he came up, threw his hands out like how could you throw a penalty on that?
Every DB does that.
Number 10, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
They're going to call it on Nick Thomas. Thomas still having a discussion with the official about it.
They're struggling to cover our receivers.
All right, so let's see. Ball. Gonna be I think it should be a spot foul anymore.
Yeah, well, it's like earlier in the game when they interfered. They basically saved a touchdown and only gave up 15 yards.
Yep, takes it down to the 16-yard line, Chuck. 1st and goal for the Lions. 58.6 seconds to go.
Yeah, playbook's open. We got 3 timeouts. 2.
Prather with it, throws it into the corner of the end zone to Pollard again, incomplete. Boy, a lot of hand fighting out there with Thomas and Pollard, but no call.
You're not kidding, boy. That's a lot of hand fighting there.
So to bring up 2nd and goal, 2nd and 10, I'm sorry, at the 16-yard line. Again, Michael Hunkus into the ballgame.
Yeah, playbook's open. They can run the ball if they want, you know. We're throwing it very effectively, but we can run it.
Not so sure. I almost agree with you right now that, hey, why not?
Yeah.
Run the football. Let's see what we can get on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, spread them out.
Moving in motion to the far side is Aston. Dropping back Prather. Prather looks out. He's got Aston on the right side. Complete inside the 15.
Let the clock run. Boy, that was risky.
That was. Boy, that thing hung up there. It seemed like forever, didn't it? 41.9, ball resting at the 14-yard line. And now making about the 13-yard line, folks. Now they are going to put it. Where are they putting it?
Maybe back at the, it was like a no yardage.
I guess back at the 15.
Yeah,
he gained about a yard on the play. Now they put it at 14. 41.9 seconds to go. Boy, this one has been a good one.
Yeah, if you like offense, this is the place to be.
Yep. Defense, not so much.
Yeah, defense has been optional today. But we got a whole second half. We really like to put a score on the board here. Again, as you mentioned, we get the ball to start the second half.
Can you read anything into the scores elsewhere in the conference, Chuck?
If you want to be honest, it's like maybe our league's a little down this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, our supposed top teams are, you know, here we are. We're losing to a favorite to maybe a middle of the pack. Again, OAC's a great league.
But the last couple of years we've beaten OAC teams.
Absolutely. And Baldwin Wallace has been one of the top 2 or 3 teams.
Yep. To a guy who wants to beat the Mount.
Yep.
3rd down, 8 yards to go from the 14. Prather throws it into the back of the end zone, over his head and incomplete. Now what do you do, Chuck? Winds into your face. Do you bring in? Let's see. They're looking things over.
I think they're going to go for it.
Is that what they're going to do?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go
talking
for
things over. Yep, they're going to go for it.
Yep.
All right, coming into the ball game is Pollard and Ari Turner.
Yeah, they're going to go 4 wide receivers here.
Yep, with Gifford in the backfield. Pollard is out wide right, single receiver out there, trips to the near side. 4th down, 8. They need to get to the 5 for a first down. Dropping back, Prather throws it into the end zone. He's got a man. That's Pollard. Touchdown, Lions!
Boy.
Pollard went out and snapped that thing out of the air, and the Lions are within 1 with 31.8 to go.
That's a great route, a great throw, and like you said, he went up and snared it like that. Boy, what a game. What a game. And we only left him 31 seconds, so hopefully they can't do enough with that 31 seconds.
Great throw, great drive, great catch. Hibbard will come in to attempt the extra point. Hibbard, hold is down, kick is up, and it's no good.
Yeah.
28-27 with 31.8 to go.
Yeah, as I said earlier, this game could come down to this extra point. That kind of forces us maybe next time to go for 2. So, but we're within a point. And a couple minutes ago, we were down 2 scores. So that's tough.
31.8 seconds to go. What a drive by the Lions.
Yeah, really the big play was that 3rd down, because if we don't convert, we're punting against the wind, and them with a chance maybe to go back up 2 scores, and now, as you mentioned, we missed the extra point, we're down 1 point.
28-27 Muskingum, and Hibbard will kick the football away. Don't forget Melanie Wagner's interview with Blake Watson coming in at halftime, and we'll also be back after that and go over scores, highlights of this one. Well, it was a late arriving crowd, but it's a good crowd here today.
Yeah, it really is.
A lot of SPF lotion going on out there today. So, Hibbard will kick it off from his own 35-yard line. Kiet is back set to return. Kiet is back at about his own 10. Wind kicking up again right into the face of Hibbard. And he'll kick it off, and he gets it up into that air. It's going to be short, taken in by Kiet at the 16 on the far side. And he's going to get hit and dropped at the 20. So a return of, about 8 yards on the return, 27.2 to go. There are no timeouts remaining for Muskingum.
So we're hoping they just run out the clock.
Now, let me ask you this. There's not any 25-second warnings or anything like that, are
Not
there?
that I know of.
Okay, so they have no timeouts left. Just checking. So Cooper is back in a quarterback, 9 of 12 passing, 126 yards. Keedy is actually 2 of 2 passing today also. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Cooper drops back, looks up the left side. He's got Keedy wide open, and it's complete across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
That's why I always like to take that time down. I thought we called the timeout with 40 seconds a little early. Now we're going to take another one just to shore up the defense.
Settle down the defense, yeah.
Timeout. Mount St. Joe. 3rd and final of the half.
So the Lions will have no timeouts left either, with 21.6 seconds to go in the first half. 28-27. Boy, has it been back and forth here today. That drive by the Lions, by the way, they went 10 plays, 80 yards, Chuck, in a minute 10.
Again, very impressive, and again, the big play was that 3rd down catch and run for the first down, because, boy, punting, against the wind, potentially going down 2 scores. So we got to tighten up here a little bit, or at least keep them in bounds where the clock runs.
Well, you look at total yards here today. Muskingum 36 plays, 281 yards. The Lions 30 plays, 275 yards.
As we mentioned, defense has been optional today. But, again, 2 good offenses. It's early in the year, and I'm sure both teams will make adjustments at halftime.
But remember when I told you how many yards per play they were getting, Muskingum, when it was 9.8? Now it's 7.81, and the Lions are at 9.7.
That's crazy good.
1st and 10 after that 22-yard reception. Cooper, 1st and 10 from his 42, drops back, looks to the left, rolls to the left, now up the middle, cuts it out to the right-hand side, and it is complete on the play, out to the tight end.
Cooper completes to Travis Roberson.
Travis Roberson with the catch. And he
Flag on the field.
Flag, holding
Yeah, we'll take
against Muskingum.
Yep.
15.2 left to go. Boy, this second quarter has been penalty filled.
Yeah, it really has. And they've had, 2 or 3 holding penalties in this quarter.
Yeah.
It's been big. And at this point, the downs aren't important as much as the time. So push them back for sure.
7 penalties on the day for Muskingum, 65 yards. Lions, just 1 penalty, 15 yards.
Yeah, so we're playing pretty clean there.
So that knocks them back 10 yards. It's first down 20, back to the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. Now the side judge on the far side wants to come in and have a chat.
Final score up north, Muskingum 3, Mount St. Joe 1 in soccer.
6.2 seconds.
So they want some time added to the clock. It went down to 9.9. It's now at 15.2.
Yeah, I think it went off a little bit too long. Okay, they're going to take a knee.
So Cooper just takes a knee and downs it, and that'll do it here in the first half if the clock ever runs. It's still at 15.2, and the officials are saying, let's run the clock.
Somebody's sleeping.
And they will.
Yeah.
So that'll do it here for the first half. Interview with Melanie Wagner coming up at halftime. I'm Dave Mitchell along with Chuck Murray. Your score here at the half. It's been a dandy. It's the Muskingum Muskies 28, the Mount 27 here on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network. Second half action coming up next in just a little bit.
Pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1. Your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2. If something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3. Work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good. Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, everybody's smiling, and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself. They're heaven.
I like to sit there and watch them make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
Your score here at halftime, it is Muskies 28, the Lions 27, and Melanie Wagner's interview with Blake Watson coming up next.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes. You realized them.
It's time to upgrade your unis and that complex your league has been playing on for years. If that's the case, call Scott Lawson of VSN Sports. VSN Sports manufactures their own supplies, from PE equipment, soccer and lacrosse goals, and they have champion barbells for all your weight room needs. Also a porta pit, hurdles, high jump and pole vault pits, and more for your track and field needs. The VSN Victory line of uniforms and apparel is a great quality for great prices. For all your needs, contact VSN Sports. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
YouTube is the new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Watch all your favorite NFL teams' out-of-market Sunday afternoon games all season long.
All right, we're here at halftime of the Mount St. Joseph Muskingum football game, the season opener for your two-time defending HCAC championship Lions, and I am happy to be joined by our Director of Athletics, Melanie Wagner. Melanie, thank you for taking the time.
Thanks for having me, Blake. Appreciate it.
Melanie, it's been a crazy journey over these 4 or 5 years since you took over during the COVID pandemic. Our teams have seen a really unparalleled run of success across the board. I know that when you took this job, you wanted there to be, you're a former D1 athlete, you wanted there to be an onus on on-field success. You wanted that to be something that we concentrated on as an athletics department. How do you think that has changed in these 4 years?
Yeah, I definitely have. One of the things we talk about a lot is our championship culture, and that's what we're trying to build, and that's in the classroom, in the residence halls, making sure you act the same way, but on the field, on the court, we want to win. We've got a young group of coaches that's really hungry, really competitive, and when you put all those things together, you wind up with teams that are pushing for championships and or winning championships.
Let's talk a little bit about that new coaching staff. We've got a couple of new head coaches on campus this fall. Our track and field cross country coach is new, and then our men's soccer coach is new. Those hires, how did they go? How do you feel those turned out? And how do you see the future of those two programs?
Yeah, great question. Anthony Clark, our new men's soccer coach, he's actually been on campus for a lot longer than Adam, actually. But this is his first season and working with the guys for the first time. They're a couple games in. They're extremely competitive. They're putting it on the field. The kids are happy. I think Anthony's going to do a really good job here for us, and I look forward to them. They were picked to finish 10th. I look forward to them doing a little bit better than 10th. But he's doing a great job. And then Adam Kokenauer, our cross country track and field coach, was a really late addition to the staff. He just joined us a couple of weeks ago, to be honest. The idea for Adam is to really put a lot of time and effort into recruiting and getting those teams' numbers up. And with numbers comes better competitiveness, a more aggressive being able to do things on the track and on the cross-country course. And so really excited for Adam to be a part of our program as well.
One of those relatively new coaches to our campus, Coach Maisie Elston of our women's basketball team. Obviously, you being the women's basketball player and coach you were, the circles that you run in, that program has dramatically changed in the last 2 years. They are competing with a team that won a national championship, finished second the following year in Transylvania, and they're right at the top of the league with them. What has that journey for Maisie been like, and how does that hire look 2 years later to you?
Yeah, it looks like I'm a genius, to be quite honest, but Maisie's the genius on this one. One of the reasons I really liked Maisie when we interviewed her is her passion and her direct approach to everything. The kids have a definitely different culture on the team than they've had for many years. Back in the day, the women's basketball team was competing with the Ohio States of the world, before women's sports really got their hold on athletics. But Maisie's bringing us back to that spot. That team, her first year, was picked to finish 9th, I think, and they finished 3rd. And then the year after that, as you already mentioned, they lost the HCAC champion to the defending national champion. And that game was a game. I was there watching it. It was a game up until probably midway through the second half. We had Transy on the ropes for a little bit. And Transy's a great team. So what she's brought to that team, their culture, their attitudes. I walk by the gym and I see kids in there working on their own as early as 7 o'clock in the morning and as late as 11 o'clock at night and in the summer. And that's just something that we haven't had here at the Mount for a long time. So whether it's they want to play for her or she's recruiting the right kids or a combination of all of the above, she's knocking it out of the ballpark.
Melanie, I didn't give you this question, but I'm going to drop this one on you as we go through this. We've made an effort to theme some games this year. That whole thing, employee appreciation nights, trying to get faculty and staff to recognize our student athletes, what they do on the field or on the court as well as what they do in the classroom, the grade school nights we're doing. How did that come up? What is the idea behind that? And how do you think those are going to go this first year that we're launching them?
Yeah, so we have kind of been known as the hidden gem on the west side. And I don't want us to be hidden anymore. I think that the Mount has so much to offer in every aspect of the university. And if we can use athletics to draw those pieces out and let people see who we are and what we're about, then we're going to do that. So to your point, we're having a staff appreciation night for our employee appreciation night for every sport that plays here at the Mount. We're doing an alumni night for every sport that plays here at the Mount. We're having, like you said, today is Delhi Day for football, and then we are also having grade school nights. Our athletic department is getting out with Adopt a Class in the community. We really, we just want to show the community what we have to offer and what our student athletes have to offer because they're a great group of kids.
You talk about that, the community thing, and we talk about it a lot, but on this campus, in this community, obviously you and I understand how important athletics are. A large chunk of our students come to this campus to be student athletes, and it seems like the university as a whole is starting to recognize that and understanding how important our student athletes are to the overall culture of this university. What are some things coming that have happened in recent years that show you that this university understands and appreciates the student athlete?
Yeah, the Centennial Fieldhouse is the first one, and that's been up for a couple of years, but we are the only indoor track and field competition site in the tri-state area, really, well, within a couple of hours anyway. We have a bunch of different schools that come to us to use our facility, which is crazy, especially as a D3. We have the money invested just as far as making sure that our budgets are in the right spot. Just administration being at games and faculty and staff being at games. As a matter of fact, just yesterday, the president held something on the quad to recognize the two-time defending HCAC championship football team that's playing here today, and that's a huge piece. The fact that administration is involved and wants to do things for us and understands, where we are. I think also we got to give our student athletes a lot of praise for that too. They do a phenomenal job in the classroom, and so I mentioned that a little bit earlier. We're building this championship culture that we want to be that way through and through. So you mentioned they come here to play their sport. Their number one priority is getting their education, but they choose the Mount to do that because they have the opportunity to also do what their passion is and what they love.
I agree, and that's one of the reasons I love D3 athletics personally, is the fact that these kids are truly student athletes. Student comes first, no matter what. Melanie, I think we'll wrap this up with your kind of overall goals for the athletic department and the teams in general. I know each team has their own set of goals. Everybody's picked to finish somewhere different in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference's standings. We're going through goal setting on campus as it is, but your goals for the athletics department as a whole.
As a whole, it is, and I've said it twice now, but this championship culture, that means reaching your team's roster size. That means being competitive on the field, court, whatever your place to play is. And like you said, sometimes that means defending an HCAC championship. Sometimes that means going from being picked to finish 10th to, the 7th or 8th. Just progress and getting better and consistently doing that. The big one for us, too, is to provide the best student-ready experience possible for us. And that's being able to give them the education in the classroom, having tutors available for them, study tables when they need them, being able to give them our phenomenal athletic training staff and Chris Webb and Joey Moore in strength conditioning and Miranda and her group for the Spirit Club. All of these things are necessary for us. But yeah, and finally, climbing that Commissioner's Cup standings. I want to be in the run. I want to be in the hunt for the Commissioner's Cup.
I do have one more. I know that I said that was the last one, but as a parent of kids, one who just graduated college from here and another student who's in college somewhere else, if you are a parent of a student athlete out there watching this or listening to this right now, what would you say is the reason to come to Mount St. Joseph?
That one's easy. We have a great coaching staff, and I think we have coaches who genuinely care about your student. They are there to help them. All the student athlete has to do is reach out to them, and sometimes it's not even that hard. Sometimes we'll come find you if we know that you're struggling. And that's not just the coaching staff. That is the university as a whole. We have something called Lions Alert. If we see kids struggling anywhere within the university, we alert people who can reach out to them and help them. You're not going to get that at a lot of schools, and we do offer that. So between that and the growing culture and the concept that we're going to win some championships, send your kid to us.
Melanie, thank you for your time. Good luck the rest of the year. Go Lions.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's.
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What? No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm going to do my dad dance for all you friends. They'll love it.
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up.
See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time.
What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good.
Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, everybody's smiling, and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself.
They're heaven. I like to sit there and watch them make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
And we are back here at Schuler Field where it is halftime. And the score is Muskingum 28 and the Lions 27. As Chuck said in the first half, if you are a fan of offense, this is the game for you. If you are a fan of defense, this is not quite the game that you want to be in. And when you look at this, both these teams have moved up and down all game long. There has been one punt in the entire game. Total yardage so far in this ball game, 280 for Muskingum, 275 for the Mount in this ball game. It has been quite an up and down battle here at Schuler Field, Chuck.
Yeah, I think the key for the second half obviously is going to be turnovers and really the ability to, continue to, somebody make a stop. So, but if you can turn them over like they did, get the short field for them, but turnovers and just taking care of the ball on the other side of it, I think is going to be the difference because I think both teams are going to continue to score.
Yeah, and the bad part about it is that missed extra point at the end of the half by the Lions, and that's what's put them in this 1-point deficit. And normally when you miss an extra point, Chuck, that always comes back to be your bugaboo.
It really does. Hopefully when we score, when we eventually, they may go for two right away or let it play out, but we're going to have to convert or that could cost us.
Yeah, and in this one, that could be a really tough nut to crack here in this one. But the Lions have the ball to open up the second half of action. Tyler Prather has really been outstanding at the quarterback position today, Chuck. He's 10 of 16 passing, that one interception, but 215 yards in passing this afternoon.
Yeah, he made the one bad decision, but he's threaded the needle on some. He's laid some really nice long balls out there. Basically, in his first, I think he might have started another game when Josh or somebody was injured, but basically his first full-time gig as a starter, he's performed very, very well. The line's done a really good job, and offensively, you got 27 points at half. You can't, really complain about that too much.
Lions have rushed the ball 14 times for 60 yards, and that includes Jackson Gifford's 34 yards rushing here this afternoon. Prather's got 25, and Devin Holt has 10 here this afternoon. But receiving yards, Turner and Aston each have caught 4 passes here today. Turner, 108 yards in receptions so far, and Aston has 84 in the ballgame, Chuck.
Yeah, they've both been outstanding, and, again, you never know who's going to step up in these games and run some good routes. Tyler's got him the ball. Again, it takes more than just one person. The line's blocked well, good throws, good routes, and, again, we're scoring points, but at some point, we're going to have to make a stop. Because I think you mentioned, one punt so far the whole game?
Yeah.
I don't even remember it, to be honest with you. It seems like it's been all offense. So, we're going to get it first. And hopefully we can do something with it.
Meanwhile, Kayvon Cooper, he's 10 of 13 passing for 143 yards in the ballgame and 2 touchdown passes in the contest here tonight, Chuck. But rushing-wise for Muskingum, 22 carries, 90 yards, along with Simon. No, that's not right. I'm looking at that name and I'm saying, that's Chandler Rosa. Chandler Rosa is the running back, and he has got 66 yards in rushing yardage here this afternoon. Cooper's got 36, but time of possession, it started out really lopsided towards Muskingum, but right now the Lions still kind of skewed. The Lions have had the football, Chuck, 11 minutes and 39 seconds, while Muskingum has had it 18 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yeah, they've been pretty efficient with their drives, taking quite a few plays where we've had some, big-time plays, long-distance plays. So, it can be skewed a little bit, but you hope that doesn't, as the second half continues, it stays that way because, they're going to wear us down. They've had success anyway. So we're right, we were down 2 scores, so we're like, hey, we'll take the, being down 1. But, boy, I'd really like to get the lead on them if we could come out and drive it down and score.
And don't you have to really shore up the defense? What do they got to do? What's Rick Thompson got to be telling the team right now?
I don't know schematically if they can do a whole lot. It just seems like man on man, we're just getting beat up front. Now, we did towards the end of the half a little bit get a little pressure on their quarterback. But, they've opened up the holes, as I mentioned. They like to run right behind that big right guard and right tackle. So, and I know he started to put a few more guys up towards the box, but then that leaves you, one-on-one outside, and that makes it tough. So, again, all the credit to Muskingum's offensive coordinator and their offensive staff.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job of running pass mix. And, hopefully we can get a turnover. We almost had one down there. We thought we had an interception. So hopefully we can make something happen on defense. And, but the first thing is let's go down and score, play some defense. And because I'm telling you, they can move the football. They got some offensive weapons. That quarterback's good.
He is. 28-27, Muskingum on top of the mount here at the half. Second half action is coming up next for you here this afternoon on the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network and UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Learn more at msjlions.com.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good. Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, everybody's smiling, and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself. They're heaven.
I like to sit there and watch them make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
Teaching is my calling. So when I needed to renew my license, I chose Mount St. Joseph University. The Mount offers the only program in the state of Ohio that allows you to combine 2 education endorsements to earn a graduate degree. In less than 2 years, I combined the reading and gifted intervention specialist endorsements. Classes were convenient, fully online, and I received personal attention from my professors. The Mount helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/Ohio.
28-27 your score here at the half. And, one of the things that we've constantly talked about, Chuck, is this team trying to come up with an identity. What do you think they've achieved here in the first half towards achieving that goal?
Well, I think the big thing is, they've shown they can score. So we're scoring at a similar pace that we did last year against a pretty good team. So I think from that standpoint, I think we're just all a little shell-shocked defensively that they've been able to do what they want to do. So from that standpoint, I think they got to feel good. Like, boy, we're continuing. No matter who we put out here, we're scoring points. But clearly, I think we have to be a little bit disappointed in the play of the defense. But again, credit to Muskingum. They've done a really nice job. And it looks like since we're going to receive Muskingum, they're going to take the win in the fourth quarter. So they're going to give us the win in the third quarter. Actually, I think is the right decision by them.
And I was just going to ask you about that. What decision would you make?
Yeah, I would do exactly what they're doing. They're going to give us the win in the third, but the fourth quarter, they're going to have the win. That's what I would do. So anyway, we're going to have the win. Let's go down and score.
So we'll be kicking it off for Muskingum, Aaron Myers, the junior. Myers has proven he has got a huge leg here for his team. And the Lions will be going from left to right across your computer screen, and the kickoff is a short one that's going to be taken in at about the 25-yard line to the 30, 35, and upended at about the 39-yard line is the man running it back, and that was our return.
Yeah, when you kick against the wind, that's about the best you can do. The only other option would be is to squib it, but you're not going to kick it in the end zone.
Well, correction on that. That was not our returner returning that kickoff for the Lions. It was Jack Dawson returning at number 25. So Prather will start out. 1st and 10 for the Lions from the 40. And the handoff goes off to Gifford, right side, and he's going to be stacked up and down right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, grabbing a hold of him and not letting go was A.J. Sumter, the defensive end.
Yeah, nice play by him. And I guess the other thing taken out of the first half is, clearly, as you mentioned the stats, they were able to run the ball pretty well, and our running game's been kind of shaky.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Movement on the line on Muskingum, and the Lions didn't get them drawn offside, so they'll look over to the sideline for the play. Prather looking things over. He's got Giffords off to his left. Fake handoff. Dropping back, Prather throws it up the right side. Incomplete. Overthrew him. Looked for Kagan to be his intended receiver. Kagan Pollard.
Yeah, he was open that time. He just threw it a little bit too high.
And now we've got a man down. It's a defensive back that was in coverage on that play for Muskingum. Looks like Malik Pegram. Might be him down on near the sideline. Next week we'll be at Hiram. That game will start at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:30. That is a Friday night game. If you're a fan of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. Like you say, if you go to a high school game, bring along your phone, listen to us, keep up with the game.
Well, still down on his back is the defender out on the far side, and unfortunately we cannot see his number, but he is down. Tomorrow the Bengals open up.
You got New England minus Bill Belichick here.
Still down on the ground. 14-11 left to go in this third quarter to play. Lions are down by a point, 28-27. And we're going to take an injury timeout here to see if we can't ascertain who that is and what the injury is. We have played just 49 seconds. 28-27 Muskingum here on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati is your official provider of investigative, surveillance, and process servicing, uniformed, armed, and unarmed security services, executive protection, and bodyguard services. Official Investigation and Security Services is not only licensed in the tri-state area, but also Georgia, Tennessee, Michigan, West Virginia, and Texas. Not only private investigation services, but also mobile notary public services and more. Call Official Investigation and Security Services in Cincinnati, 844-263-3424. Think better, feel better, be better. At Iron Sharpens Iron, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati, train with passion and purpose. Be challenged by the 3 core principles: strength, core, and cardio. Make yourself better mentally and physically. Iron Sharpens Iron provides a fun and effective fitness training that you'll love. Try one of their 6 different programs: the Iron Circuit, Early Burn, Thrive, the Good Fight, Trinity, and Super Saturday. Ready for a better gym experience? Get to Iron Sharpens Iron today, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati.
Dave Mitchell, Chuck Murray right back here at Schuler Field, where the man is still down across the side. And when we return to action, it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Lions. There's 14 minutes, 11 seconds left to go. And Chuck, you've got a few scores from around the conference.
Yeah, Center's leading Hanover 17-9. There's a final up in New York. And Anderson lost to Alfred State 13-0. Rose-Hulman trails DePaul 50-14 in the third. And Ohio Northern leads Franklin 38-0 in the third.
In D1 football, Arkansas and Oklahoma State, with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, are all tied up at 28 apiece. Georgia Tech is now losing to Syracuse. Matter of fact, that's a final. 31-28, Syracuse has beaten Georgia Tech in overtime. Kansas State is leading Tulane 34-27 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. And Bowling Green fell to Penn State this afternoon, 34-27. Another game of some interest. It is 31-12, Texas over Michigan. And that has got 1:52 left to go in the ball game, Chuck.
And it looks like they're bringing out the stretcher, Dave. Not a good sign.
You were talking earlier about how you felt Texas was the real deal.
Yeah, I think they're Texas, Georgia, probably the top two teams. As a Buckeye fan, I'd like to say Ohio State's in there, and they're probably number 3. But, boy, a lot of people are talking like Texas and Georgia are the two best teams.
I'll tell you a quick little story. Last week, I was just tantalized too much by a parlay that was on my betting site. I don't normally bet a lot.
Okay.
But this one just tantalized me. It was a 5-leg parlay for $10, $2,300 return. So I thought, okay, fine, I can do that. I'll just skip a fast food restaurant during the week or something. So I go ahead and I make the bet. The top 4 all hit. What got me? Ohio State didn't cover.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
That's what got me. They were 3 points from covering, didn't cover.
That's tough when, you know.
Yep.
That's so many points. It's just so hard.
But all 5 I hit. Or all 4 I hit. All 4 I hit.
That's usually the way it works. You'll
is.
hit your first 4, whatever the number is, and then. So, boy, looking across the field, this young man, we hope he's okay. They bring the stretcher out, and I don't think they're not moving him right now, so they want to make sure he's.
Well, I'm not sure if maybe we were going to go back and take a look at it, but we can't get to it now on the film. But it almost looked like maybe he got undercut and flipped over and came down on his shoulders. And they're just being obviously very, very careful with it.
Which is obviously the right thing to do.
Lions are down by a point, 28-27. As I said, we'll be in Hiram next week, 7 o'clock with the kickoff on Friday night. And that game will start at 7. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 6:30. Hopefully it'll be a very, very nice night up there next week, Chuck.
Yeah, again, you go up to northern Ohio in middle of September, probably should be nice, but you never know. You go 4 hours or 3.5 hours north, whatever it is, and could be a little, sometimes that's 10 degrees difference, so we'll have to see what it brings us.
Here's another thing, too. I want to take a moment while I've got a chance to really send out prayers to the Cleveland Browns announcer, Jim Donovan, had been for years, and he has been battling cancer for the last year or two. He finally had to step down earlier this week as the Cleveland Browns announcer, and they replaced him with CBS Sports' Andrew Siciliano, which is fine, but I had an opportunity one time to meet Jim Donovan up in Cleveland when I was covering some things, and one of the nicest guys in the world, and you just, you really, really want to just think and thank whomever your God is that your life has been blessed the way it has. I mean, when you get, that's just a dreaded disease.
Yeah, it's horrible, and I know people are working all the time to try to get a cure for it, but you're rough. Well, I've lost some people, I'm sure you have over your time. It's an awful disease, but boy, you wish him the best and his family the best. So.
Chuck, the bad thing about it is the last 3 Cleveland Brown announcers, Nev Chandler back in the 80s, Casey Coleman in the 90s, and then when they came back, Jim Donovan, they all contracted cancer, and 2 of the 3 passed away.
Yeah, I do know. I try to tell my kids all the time to, smell the roses and realize that, you got it pretty lucky. We're not in war with, we're not over in Iraq and Ukraine and different places where there's war and people have no food and water, no homes, or homes are getting blown up. Sometimes you kind of take for granted, your everyday life. We just kind of do our thing and realize how lucky we really have it.
As that player is still down on the ground, they're putting him on the backboard, I believe, and then they'll load him up on the stretcher. We still have not been able to see who it is that is down and injured. He's so far across the field that we don't know who it is. I believe his parents are out there with him. Yeah. I did see something. Looked like it might have been his mother out there beside him. And a lot of the players here for Muskingum are walking around. Some are down on a knee saying their prayers. I see a couple of coaches down on a knee. There's one player out here around the 20-yard line that is just distraught walking around by himself.
Yeah, I as a parent, when my son Ryan was playing baseball years ago, he had a collision. Now, maybe not to this extent, but he tore ACL, MCL, UCL, PCL, and boy, it was tough to go out to the outfield and see that. He was in a lot of pain, had 3 surgeries, and fortunately he was able to come back and play baseball and football. But boy, you hope the young man's okay, and you worry about the neck and different things like that. That's boy, hope he's okay.
Yeah, and that does it. It happens a lot. Let's take a look right now while we have an opportunity at what else is happening in Division I college football later on this afternoon. Kickoffs are going on around 3:30 today. Right now we've got Iowa State. That'll kick off at 3:30. Baylor at Utah. Jacksonville at Louisville will kick off then. It is Notre Dame, and they are going to be facing Northern Illinois. It is Florida Atlantic taking on Miami. Boy, Miami really put on a show last week.
They sure did. Now, it looks like they've moved him up to the stretcher, and all the Muskingum kids and are going to gather around him to wish him well, and getting an ovation from our fans. And, again, we hope and pray he's okay.
Kagan Pollard is running across the way to Chuck to wish him well, because he was the one that was in battle for that football when that player went down.
Yeah, it puts everything into perspective at times, Yeah, they got him up on that stretcher, and I'm sure they're not moving his neck for precautionary reasons, and get him to the hospital, and hopefully he's okay.
And they will take him off. Now, we're not going to be able to tell you who it is. We cannot see his number at all. So we apologize for that, but hopefully he'll get to the hospital, and it's just for precautionary reasons.
Absolutely.
So after that little break here for the injury timeout, 14:11 left to go.
For the clock keeper, please set the game clock at 3 minutes for warm-up period. Please reset it after the time is out. So 1 minute, 11 seconds. Thank you.
Because there was such a long delay here, the officials are going to set the clock at 3 minutes and have a warm-up period for the players. So 2:51, there's just a couple minutes here before they decide to do that. So what we'll do is, while we've got this opportunity, we will go ahead and finish out what is happening in college football tonight. Kansas is going to be at Illinois. Alabama hosts Southern Florida. Nicholls State is at LSU. Tennessee at North Carolina State. Tonight, Western Michigan is at Ohio State. That's at 7:30. Houston will be at Oklahoma. Appalachian State goes to Clemson. It is Boise at Oregon. And Utah State will be at USC. So that's a look at what's happening the rest of the night in college football. And when we come back, we'll resume play here in this one with the Mount down by a point in the third quarter, 28-27.
Repairing a sewer line in your front yard can be costly and unsightly. Say goodbye to excavations and unsightly nuances in your front yard by calling Neiman Plumbing for all your sewer repair needs. Neiman Plumbing can repair your sewer line by using their trenchless, no-dig sewer repair. Say goodbye to having to repair your lawn. Neiman's trenchless sewer repair involves installing a liner inside the sewer line to prevent future backups. Call Neiman Plumbing, 513-851-5588 for your trenchless, no-dig sewer estimate, or visit them online, NeimanPlumbing.com.
LIT Wellness Solutions uses a proven weight and health management approach that promotes a healthier relationship with food while improving overall well-being. Visit us today at www.litwellnesssolutions.com to see if you can take advantage of the nutrition counseling you desire using your insurance with little to no out-of-pocket copay. Let us help you ignite the change within. Visit us today at www.litwellnesssolutions.com.
Well, we're getting ready to play football here again in the second half of action. I'm Dave Mitchell alongside Chuck Murray. And when we resume, the Lions will have the football at their own 40-yard line, and it will be 3rd down and 10 yards to go. This one has been a shootout from the very beginning. Muskingum has accumulated 280 yards of total offense, the Lions 275, all in the first half. And it's a 1-point Muskingum lead. In all honesty, this is the only game that has been close out of the Heartland Conference here this afternoon. So it's 3rd down, 10 yards to go as the officials get everything set and ready to go here for play to resume here this afternoon. Now Muskingum has got to get their heads back into the football game.
Yeah, that's tough after an injury like that to, say, hey, we got to still play almost 2 full quarters.
Yep. Prather has got Gifford in the backfield with him. 3rd down, 10 yards to go, going from left to right. Prather looking upfield, throws a floater up the field, and it's intercepted and then dropped. Oh, that was right in his breadbasket and dropped by Jacques Marcellus.
Well, what do we always say? That's why they're DBs.
Yep.
He had him open, and he just overshot it, and really, like you said, it was pretty much should have been intercepted.
14:05 left to go in this third quarter, and the Lions cannot take advantage of getting the football first, so this will be their first punt of the day. And that'll be by Joe Clare, number 40. High snap, but Clare brings it down, kicks it away, and he got drilled. It'll be a penalty as a flag is thrown. Ball goes out of bounds near the 25-yard line. But let's see what happens here.
Is it roughing or running into?
One's a 5-yard, the other one. Ball went out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Coach Hopperton out trying to decide which one. Obviously, it's running into the kicker. Honestly, Chuck, what constitutes roughing the punter then?
I agree with you.
His leg was in the air, he got hit.
I think it's either one or the other. I don't think you go with a 5-yard. That takes all the judgment. It's either roughing or it's not.
Yeah. I mean, for crying out loud, when your leg is in the air, you have no place to come down. They even call that a foul in the NBA if you don't give them a place to come down.
Now, I will say, our guy was a little slow getting it off there. So we need to be a little bit quicker there.
Yeah, he's got to be a lot faster than that.
I know they work on get-off times and things like that, but, boy, that was pretty methodical.
Kiet is back near his 20-yard line to return this kick from the 45-yard line.
That's better.
That's a better kick by Clare. It's going to hit at the 10 and take a bounce right into the end zone.
Rolls into the end zone.
Now, not what you wanted, but the Lions now will turn the football over to Muskingum in their own territory. 13:48 left to go in this third quarter of action.
Well, Muskingum came up with a stop. Let's see if we can come up with a stop.
Lions defense now has to play a lot better than they did in the first half, but you could also say the same thing about Muskingum's defense.
And they got off the field, so, hopefully we can force a turnover or at least force a punt.
Right.
Because, again, as we mentioned, we have the win this quarter.
Cooper was 10 of 13 passing for 143 yards. And Ross had 68 yards on 14 carries. Cooper in the backfield with Ross. Ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Handoff. No, Cooper keeps it himself. Goes to the left, then comes back to the right. And is hit and dropped at the 23-yard line by the Lions' Declan Brophy.
That's 2 or 3 times now he's faked that pitch and then kept it himself. And he's got positive yards, but, good, held him to 3, so 2nd and 7.
13:25 and running left to go in the third. Receivers out wide to the far side, ball in the near hash mark. Muskingum from right to left on your computer screen. Cooper's going to keep it himself. Again, hit. and dropped at the 24-yard line. This time he got hit by Brooke Harris.
Yeah, they filled the gap there real nice. They got him at a 3rd and 6.
In the first half, they were 3 of 4 in conversions on 3rd down. Lions bringing in a nickel situation. Muskingum breaks the huddle. Lions with their first big defensive play here in the second half.
Let's see if they come after him or drop back.
They're showing blitz.
Yeah.
Nobody is down in the 3-point
Here they
stand.
come.
Cooper throws it out into the flat, and it is incomplete. They tried to throw it out to that tight end on the play, Unger, and Unger got hit immediately and dropped the football. Lions forced the punt.
Yeah, really good defensive series there. Even if he catches it, Dave, he's not going to make a first down. Coach Thompson dialed up pressure, brought the blitz. He had to get rid of it quick and incomplete. So hopefully good field position here after punting against the wind.
Hornberger was in coverage on that play and made the pop that caused Unger to drop the football. Back set to punt is Myers from the 24-yard line. High, short punt. Aston, it got hit.
Guy.
One of their guys, and they'll down it.
Yep.
And it's going to be fair catch interference.
Yep.
As the flag is thrown.
So we catch a break. Nice punt into the wind, but you could see it was dying. It got high in the air, and the wind started knocking it down. So let's see what the Lions choose to do here. I think they'll just add penalty to where he touched it would be my guess.
I think it's a 5-yard penalty.
Kick catch interference. On the kick at team number 24, 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
15. Yeah. So that'll move the Lions down to about the 40-yard line.
So outstanding field position to start this drive. We got to get the running game going a little bit.
Right.
It is a red ticket. The number is 9.
And they'll mark this off, and it'll take it down to
4,
the 40. Make it the 39-yard line.
Again, red ticket. 9.
So it's at the 39 in Muskingum territory, and the Lions have their best field position of any drive today.
Yeah, got a chance to actually take the lead for the first time in the game.
1st and 10 from the 39. Prather out of the pistol. Fake handoff, throw out to the flat.
Oh, what a catch.
By Zane Dine. What a catch as he dove to his left, caught the ball, and stayed inbounds at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit behind him. What a great catch.
8 yards on the catch. 2nd down, 2. Handoff, fake handoff. Giffords now rolling out to his left as Prather throws it over the middle. Complete, flag down. Looks like there's going to be a hold.
So what we got here.
Turner caught the ball for the first down, but a flag was thrown by the umpire in the middle, so that's normally...
Yeah, defensive holding.
Ineligible man. Remember a couple years ago we had that problem.
Yeah, again, he was scrambling. I assume we thought he thought he was going to run and started to get downfield a little bit.
So that'll mark him back 5 yards, brings up 2nd down, and call it 7 now from the 37. Handoff Giffords, cuts to his left, across the 35, down to the 30. So he got the penalty yardage back, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, again, he's running really hard, putting that head and shoulders down and grinding out those extra yards. He's a load.
He is hard to bring down. He doesn't look like he would be.
And them legs are like tree trunks, and he's a strong guy.
He's 6 foot, 222 pounds, but he doesn't look that big when you watch him out on the field. 3rd down, 2, handoff Giffords. Giffords has the first down, fumbled the football. Oh no, he spun away from the tackle and dove forward to the 29-yard line.
Give it to him. I thought he had it originally when he spun off. He's about a foot short.
Yeah, he is. So it'll bring up 4th down and about a half yard, maybe a foot to go. Lions are going to hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Prather's going under center. Prather's going to keep it himself, pushes him forward as Gifford. He's got it.
I love it.
Muskingum comes up, says that they didn't get it, but that was easily.
Yeah, he made it. Yep.
And the Lions will have it 1st down and 10. Well, let's see. Where did they spot it?
Wow, That's a terrible spot.
That's awful.
He clearly got a yard. Okay, yeah. Boy.
Okay. So they gave him the first down. And then put the ball right down at the 29-yard line.
Boy, shouldn't have had to sweat that one. He clearly was any forward movement, he was going to get it. And he clearly moved forward.
So first down, 10 yards to go for the Lions from the Muskingum 29.
Play clock down to 15. They got to go.
They're looking over to the sideline for the play. Now it's down to 10. Powell back in at tight end on the right side. 3 seconds. They take the snap. Prather looks. He's going to throw it into the left corner of the end zone to Powell. Goes up. Got it. Did he come down in bounds? Let's see. Yes! Touchdown, Lions!
Tyler threw it. He said go up and make a play, and he went up and made a play.
They say you've got to give your receivers a chance to be a star, and boy, Kagan Pollard has done that twice.
Holding.
Oh.
Boy.
9:28, so take the touchdown off the board.
Wow.
Boy, what a key penalty.
You're not kidding. That was a heck of a catch.
Holding. Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's Colin Kander. And unfortunately for linemen, their name only gets announced when it's something bad, you know.
Yeah.
He's done a great job today. The whole line's done really well, and guess he just got caught that time.
9:28 to go. Third quarter. 27-28. First down and about 20. Fake handoff. Prather throws out to the right. Complete to Ari Turner. And he's going to be smashed at the 36-yard line after a gain of a couple.
Yeah, I like the call, and if it would have been a little bit better throw, he would have had chance, because he was out in space, but he had to kind of twist his body to make the catch, and that enabled the defender to come up and make the play. So get it to these guys in space where they can turn and run.
9 minutes to go. Third quarter of action here from Schuler Field. Just a beautiful day. You can't ask for anything more than this for the first game. We're going to be begging for this come November.
Yep.
Under 9 minutes to go. Prather drops back on 2nd and 18. No rush at all. He's going to throw it deep into the end zone. He's got Turner. Turner broke up, and it goes through his hands and incomplete.
Oh, a nice throw there. The DB might have got his hand on it.
Boy, oh boy.
It's a heck of a throw. He had all day to throw.
Boy, after you see Pollard go up and make a catch like that, you got the other receivers, they got to get in their head. They can do it too.
Yep.
8:42 remaining.
Well, they got to get at least half this back to consider going for it on fourth down.
Wins at the back. Where do they got to get to give him a chance at the field goal?
Probably about the
Hibbard.
30.
So it's third down, 16, flag down, and movement by the Lions.
Yeah, we're self-destructing this drive.
Yep.
You know, we talked at halftime how they had been penalized 6 times, us once. Now it's kind of flipping now.
Yep.
And no bigger one than the holding call took a touchdown off the board.
Right now the Lions have had 4 penalties for 40 yards, 10 for Muskingum, 95 yards.
You know, we could use maybe a pass interference or something here to get it.
It's going to take it back. Third down, 22 yards to go. They need to get to the 19-yard line. Ball spotted at the 41. Dropping back Prather. Backpedals. Throws the fade. Up the left-hand side. Incomplete.
Yeah, double coverage over there. They're going to punt it away. I think it's the right call.
So they'll bring in the punting unit.
Hopefully he can pin him in.
8:35 remaining. Third quarter.
Yeah, we stopped ourselves on that drive.
Right. Can't have the kind of mistakes and win football games that the Lions have had today, Chuck.
Yeah, some mistakes. And again, our ability to struggle running the football, I think, has hurt us. We're throwing it okay, but we can't establish that running game.
Right. So, Coming in to kick it away is Joe Clare. And Clare will kick it into the end zone again for the touchback. 8:27 left to go in this third quarter. We're going to keep it right here as we switch basically ends of the field. 28-27, Muskingum with the lead. Lions come back out on defense with their usual defense that have been in there all day. Brophy, Tucker, Harris, and Buller across that defensive front. Paff, Schlensker, Pierce, Riley, Harding, Hornberger, and Pierce are the backs in the secondary.
Well, they got single coverage over there on the far right side.
Kevin Cooper, the quarterback, hands off to Ross. Ross right up the middle, drop immediately at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Brady Buller.
Yeah, he was right in the backfield almost at the snap.
Boy.
So again, now, both teams seem to have made some adjustments a little bit. We come out stopping the run here in the second half.
Loss of a yard on the play. Now it's second down, call it a long 12 to go. 7:52 remaining third quarter. Cooper, fake handoff, rolls out to the left, throws it up the field, and it is incomplete short on the play to the intended receiver, Trevante Kia.
That was a good route, just couldn't quite complete it. Now he's down a little bit. Maybe he
looks like a
cramp. That's what I'm thinking too. So
7:42 remaining. Third quarter here from Schuler Field. 3 of the first 4 games this year are going to be played here at Schuler Field.
Yeah, I know in talking to Coach Hopperton, the way with Defiance dropping out of the league, he liked that bye after the third week. You play your 3 non-conference, and you get a bye to get everything together, get ready for the league. So it didn't quite work out this way. But, yeah, you play the hand you're dealt.
Key it up, and he'll get off the field. Do you know everybody looks at me like I'm nuts when I tell them pickle juice takes care of Charlie horses?
Okay.
Pickle juice.
I'll have to try that some. I don't get it. I used to get Charlie horses all the time.
Oh, I did too.
Big third down here.
7:42, third down, 12 yards to go. Cooper puts a man in motion. That's Roberson. Cooper drops back, looks upfield. He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to get hit. Then he's going to get hit again at the 22, and he'll be dropped.
Great.
Gain of about 2 on the play. Luke Paff.
Yep. Really good pressure and great coverage by the secondary. Second stop in a row here. So whatever we decided at halftime, it's working so far.
7:20 and running. Boy, the defense has come to play here in the second half.
Yeah, it sure has. Both coaching staffs made some adjustments.
Myers today, 2 punts for a 31-yard per punt average. He'll punt this one away from the 22. And Elston will take it in at the 46-yard line. So that'll be a 32-yard punt, stays right on his average.
Yeah, I think, Muskingum would definitely take that. Against the wind, 32 yards, you net that. So, no return. I think you got to be happy with that. But we get good field position.
6:56. Nobody has scored here in this third quarter. Nobody stopped the other team in the third quarter, or this first half. Prather, fake handoff. Stuck it in the gut of Gifford. Now he'll run it across the right side, across the 45 to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of about a yard.
Yeah, again, I think that was an option. He had that option. He decided to keep it. Short gain. So, again, just not getting a whole lot out of the running game.
5 carries, 26 yards on the day for Prather. 6.5 minutes left to go in this third. 28-27 Muskingum. Second down, 9 yards to go from the 46. Dropping back, Prather looks downfield, still plenty of time, rolls out to his left. He's going to square up, throw it over the middle, complete to the 41-yard line, and that's to Aston.
He's making his mark today, Dave.
Aston with the catch, 12 yards on the catch, first down.
Nice job by Tyler there. He just kind of felt the pressure roll to his left and just kind of tossed it right out there.
5 catches on the day now for Aston. First down for the Lions in Muskingum territory at the 42. Prather, handoff Gifford right up the middle, and he'll storm it down across the 40 to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on the carry.
Now, I'm wondering if we'll see Wildcat anymore. We had a really nice Devin Holt touchdown run in the first half, but that's the only time we've seen it.
Gifford, 11 carries, 45 yards.
Oh, boy.
A lot of movement up front. Boy, you could take your pick of who you want to call this one on, but it's going to be on the Lions.
Yep, that's kind of the the whole offensive line.
Yep. Can't just blame it on one person.
Yeah, somebody missed a snap count.
False start on number 68 of the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, again, as you said, the only time they get named,
yeah,
and that's Studeville.
Yeah, and it's not all him. He gets his number called, but it was a bunch of guys.
Right.
And that 5-yard run goes away then.
Yep, drops it back to the 42-yard line, so it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back Prather again. Prather rolls out to the right, gets out of coverage, now gets slammed down to the ground. Crowd is yelling for a horse tackle, but no call there.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, a horse collar's legal, I think, in the pocket like that, if I'm not mistaken. At least in the NFL, I think it is.
Did you think he was still in the pocket?
Yeah, he was stepping up, so.
3rd down, lots of 5 on the play. 3rd down, 15. We're under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter, 20 seconds on the play clock. Lions. Has the Lions really gone pass happy in this third quarter, Chuck?
Yeah, well, I guess their inability to make good runs.
Yeah. 3rd and 15. Zane Dine moving in motion. Dropping back Prather. He's going to throw it off his back leg, and it's going to be intercepted.
Yeah.
And immediately hit and dropped after the interception, but it'll still go over to Muskingum.
Yeah, we were fighting for it, but
tried to go to Zane Dine, but it was intercepted.
Well, it was a 3rd down pass, and we got him inside the 20, so if you punt it in the end zone, you know, you're pretty much like a punt.
Looked like Wilford.
But, man, Dave, we're giving up good field position this whole quarter. We're just, we score a touchdown, they call it back, and good field position there, and just can't take advantage of it. Too many penalties again.
And you can't throw the ball off your back leg.
No, he was being pressured, but yeah, you're right. That's tough. He could have it was a small window. He could have got it in there, but it was really small.
4:28. Muskingum takes it over at their own 19-yard line. Cooper, handoff Ross, right up the middle to the 20. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down at about the 21-yard line. Were the officials ever going to blow the whistle?
Yeah, they let that go pretty doggone long.
Tackle made again by Brady Buller and Brock Harris. Boy, I mean, you want to talk about safety.
Yeah, again, short gain. Camden Fuller in on that, helping out too, so Lions doing a much better job against the run this second half.
Yes. That was a gain of about 2. So it's 2nd down 8.
Yeah, they're playing like we thought they could play, from the beginning.
Cooper with Ross to his left. Rolls out to the right. Throws down the field, open. And that is complete on the play at the 40 to the 45 and run out of bounds, they'll say, at the 44-yard line before he reached the 45.
Yeah, somebody lost their man there. He broke wide open. Typically when that quarterback rolls right, the receiver's going to go right with him, and that's what he did in big game.
That was Trevante Keyett with the catch. Keyett on the day has caught 7 passes today. First down 10, ball at the 44, still in Muskingum territory. Lions showing blitz. Here they come. Throw Cooper up the field, and it's incomplete over the head of Unger, but he was under heavy rush on the play by Brady Pierce.
Yeah, Brady came in untouched, and he had to get rid of it. So good pressure. Again, Coach Thompson dialing up a blitz and had to get rid of it, so 2nd and 10.
Ball resting right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, this quarter has not went according to plan. With the win, we just haven't been able to do anything, and got to get a stop here.
Keyett goes out wide to the right, so does Grant. 2 receivers come out wide to the left. Keyett now moves in motion to the near side. Cooper with Ross to his left. Drops back. Looks upfield. No rush. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Grant, but it went over his head. And now it is 4th down. It's 3rd down?
So big 3rd down right here. Got to get off the field. I'm thinking Coach Thompson will probably dial up some pressure again. That seemed to be pretty successful. And as you mentioned earlier, you got to watch those crossing routes.
That's been Kiet's specialty today, and he's lined up in the slot on the near side. 3rd down 10. Ball at the 44 in Muskingum territory. Dropping back Cooper. Cooper throws it over the middle, complete to Unger. He's going to be shy of the 1st down. He caught the ball.
They gave it to him.
No, he can't. He's not even past the yard marker.
They gave him a heck of a spot.
He didn't get past the hash mark, Chuck.
Coach Hopperton's very upset.
No kidding. That's a terrible call. He wasn't even.
It looked like he was at least now they're going to talk about it. It looked like he was about a half yard short.
I'm not even sure if they've got it spotted where that he's made it. I'd like to bring in the chains and see. Of course, they've already moved them.
Yeah.
That's why it looks like that. No, there is no way he got to that hash mark, Chuck. Not a chance.
Well, what happened was, of course, the official on their sideline, he was not even with the ball, so he just took a guess and just gave it to him.
So that's a 1st down for Muskingum on a very, very questionable call. In Mount territory at the 46. Cooper with Ross behind him. Handoff. Ross around the right-hand side. He's going to get it into Mount territory, and a flag is down. Out around where he cut up field.
I would suspect holding.
Well, that's a good makeup call.
Yeah. As I always said in my years of coaching, they're human, and sometimes on your sideline, if you're in their ear, you'll get a call, and now they feel like maybe he messed up, so he's going to give us one back. But as they continue to drive, we're down to 2.5 minutes here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
And every second the clock ticks off is a win for Muskingum.
So that's going to take it all the way back to where it was originally, the 44. And it'll bring up 1st down and 20. Back into Muskingum territory. Kiet in that slot on the left-hand side. Grant moving in motion, dropping back Cooper. Good protection. Now gets out of the box, runs it across the 50, and he's going to be upended at about the 47-yard line, I think, unless they decide to add 2 to it.
They had good pressure there, just couldn't get and wrap him up, and that's kind of been a little bit of the theme here. They've gotten pressure, but he's been able to scramble out of that multiple times and make positive yardage. So he basically got the penalty yardage back. Or close to, he got 9, I guess.
Well, yep, he got 9. They put it at the 47. So it'll be 2nd down, 11 yards to go. Cooper moves Unger in motion to the far side. Dropping back Cooper. Here comes the blitz. He's going to get hit and dropped. Just as he threw it, he got hit by Brady Pierce coming in on the backside.
Yeah, that's twice in the last couple plays. Brady's come in untouched. Almost caused the fumble.
Yep.
The arm was going forward, though, but boy, awful close. Big 3rd down play here.
Here we go again.
Got to get off the field.
4 of 7 today on 3rd down plays. Are the Muskies. 1:30 to go. Trips out to the near side. Kiet in the slot. 3rd down and 11 from the 47. Dropping back Cooper. Throws out to the sideline, and it is complete, but he didn't get the 1st down.
Yeah,
it's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line, so he'll be 2 yards shy.
Yeah, I suspect he'll go for this.
4th down 2. They're at the 37. They need to get to the 35. And you're right, they will go for it. They have not had a 4th down today.
This becomes the biggest play of the game at this point.
Cooper with the fullback inside. Now they shift 2 men to the near side. Cooper takes the snap. He's going to run it himself. He's going to be close to the 1st down.
He made it.
And where do they got him spotted?
He made it.
He made it. Right at the 35-yard line.
It's what's tough when you get 4 down territory. 4 downs versus 3, if they're 4th and 2 on their own 30, they're punting, but they could afford to take a chance. And again, quarterback power run basically is what they ran.
Let's see if they decide to run a play. They don't have to.
Yeah.
20 seconds left to go in the quarter. There's 23 on the play clock. First down, 10 from the 35. They're going right into the teeth of the wind. Pitch out comes to Ross around the left side. He's going to get hit and dropped right at the 38-yard line by Brady Pierce again.
He's all over the field, Dave.
And that is the end of the third quarter of play. We're going to the fourth. It's a big one. It's the Muskies 28, the Mount 27 here on Ultimate Sports Talk and Mount St. Joseph Network.
And it's Sweet Caroline time here at Mount St. Joe Schuler Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's between the third and fourth quarter, which means it's time for Sweet Caroline.
And it is second down and 12 yards to go now from the 37-yard line of the Mount. Cooper's going to throw a pass into the backfield. They're going to throw it upfield to an intended receiver, incomplete. They're going to call a pass interference on the play.
Yep.
And the line judge just threw the flag 30 yards after the flag had already hit. What in the world is he thinking? He wants to get in on the party or what?
Yeah, Kendrick Raleigh had really good coverage. Just didn't quite turn around to find the ball. If he could have did that, he could have picked it off. But, tough play for the DB. But you can see right away, from our angle, it was a pass.
Number 21, 15 yards, first down.
So that'll give Muskingum a first down. It's incredible. Why would the line judge throw the flag 30 yards when it's already been thrown? Like he's going to add something?
He had to get in on the action.
I guess.
So we go through a scoreless quarter, Dave. Who would have thought that after the first half?
Right.
But now they're threatening again. Well, we had them 2nd and 12, but again, that's 4 or 5 kind of gadget-type trick plays so far today, and they've pretty much worked.
They have. All right, ball now sitting down at the 22.
22-yard line, 1st and 10, Muskingum.
1st and 10. We played 8 seconds here in this fourth quarter. Cooper, the quarterback. He's going to hand it off, fake hand off to Ross. Now he's going to roll out to his right. There's a hold right there. And the flag is thrown, and Cooper is going to get hit at the 18-yard line and dropped right there.
Yeah.
But a flag is going to be already thrown, and it will be holding against Muskingum.
Yeah, pretty easy call there.
45 on the offense.
And of course the players like, what did I do?
Yeah.
They all shrug their hands like, what did I do?
I mean, it was so blatant everybody up here saw it.
Yeah. I think the whole crowd called it. So, well, we got them 1st and 20 something here, about 20. So again, got to hold them out.
14:41 left to go in the game. Next week we're at Hiram. After the game, we hope to be talking with Tyler Hopperton on the field with Blake Watson. 28-27, Lions down by a point. Cooper with Ross behind him. Drops straight back, throws over the middle. And it is caught on the play down to the 10 to the 5. Near the 4, and that is a completion to Grant.
Again, that little pass over the middle, he just ran away from our guys. We had nobody in the middle. So 1st and 20 turns into 1st and goal.
14 minutes exactly. Ball right at the 5-yard line.
Them chunk plays are killers, Dave.
Yep, they are. Yep. You're absolutely right, Chuck. Ross behind Cooper. Cooper now moves a receiver in motion. Hand off Ross right up the middle behind the left guard. And he's going to be hit at about the 4-yard line, just about a yard gain.
They had some success running right in the first half. Kind of went away from that a little bit. They're actually throwing the ball a little bit more. But so we stack them up, 2nd down.
2nd down. Goal to go from about the 4-yard line. Make it the 4.5. Got it just inside the 5, but outside the 4. As there's 13 minutes remaining. Again, Ross in the backfield with Cooper. They've got a tight end on the left-hand side. He'll move in motion. That's Unger. to the right-hand side in the slot. Dropping back, Cooper throws over the middle. It is caught by Unger, and it's a touchdown. Check that to Kiet.
Cooper's pass complete to Javante Kitt.
So touchdown to Muskingum, and they lead it now 34-27.
Yeah, just one of those inside slants, and those are the easier throws compared to the where you have to throw it outside the numbers. But good throw, good catch. So even if he makes this, we're still within a score.
12:47 remaining. Myers in the ball game to try to kick the extra point and give Muskingum an 8-point lead. Good snap. Good kick. It is through the uprights. 12:47 remaining in the ball game from Cincinnati. It's Muskingum 35, the Mount 27 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
The George Nikias Agency is a full-service company that offers auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs. George is an independent insurance agent, which means he can customize your personal insurance needs according to the carrier that best represents you. By having access to many companies, George is able to help your family achieve what many agencies cannot. That's multi-policy, multi-car, paid in full, and over 55 discounts. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George today at 513-733-1255. BSN Sports is the official athletic supplier of Mount St. Joseph University. If you need anything for your team, league, or complex, contact Scott Lawson of BSN Sports today. BSN Sports is the largest local sporting goods provider in town. They manufacture bleachers, benches, netting, foul poles, padding, goalposts, sleds, football dummies, and screens. And if it has to do with your athletic complex, gyms, courts, weight rooms, baseball and football fields, track and field, or outfitting your teams, call BSN Sports today. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646.
Lions down now on the scoreboard by 8, 35-27, still a one-possession game.
Yeah, we're okay. We got to do something with this possession. Still got plenty of time, almost 13 minutes, so no need to panic. Still run your offense, but could use a nice drive to try to tie it up.
Aston set back to return for the Lions, along with R.A. Turner. And Turner's going to take this one in at the goal line to the 5, 10, 15, cuts it to the middle, 20, spins to his left, and gets hog-tied and brought down near the 25-yard line, and that's where the Lions will start, 1st and 10.
I'm going to make a prediction. Ari's going to return a couple of kicks this year for touchdowns. He's really got good speed back there. Just a little bit of block, and you give him a crease.
Right.
He's going to take a couple to the house this year.
Turner stays in the game, slot left. Caden Pollard goes out wide left. Zane Dine out wide right. Gary Powell's in the ballgame at tight end. And you've got Gifford in the ballgame in the pistol formation with Prather. 12:38 left to go in the ballgame. Lions down by 8. Powell moves in motion, shifts from the right to the left. Handoff goes to Gifford. Gifford right behind the left tackle. And he'll take it up across the 25 out to the 26-yard line.
Just, I think coming out of this game, win, lose, or draw, I think the coaching staff's going to look at the running game. Now, Muskingum's done a nice job up front, so you got to give them credit, but we've just not been able to run the ball consistently today.
Lions today, 68 yards rushing on 21 carries. That's a 3.1 average per rush. 2nd down, 9. Fake handoff. Prather looks to his right, now to his left. Throws it out. Pollard went right through his hands, incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit behind, but I think he'd tell you he should have caught
it.
He got his hands on it, so now it's a big 3rd down here now.
Prather's pass intended for Caden Pollard is incomplete.
So far in this ball game,
from the 26-yard line.
With yardage, I mean, you're looking at 372 yards in total yardage for Muskingum, 306 for the Lions. 3rd down, 9.
And most of us is through the passing game.
Prather with Gifford. Dropping back. Gifford looks up to the left-hand side. He's going to throw it deep. He's got Aston underthrew it. Aston went up. Did he catch it? He did! He caught the ball! He took it right away from the DB and caught the football at the 33-yard line in Muskingum territory. Yeah. He is putting on a show.
That's a great catch. He went up and basically out-fought him for it. It was a good throw. The wind knocked it down quite a bit. That's what made him have to stop, but he had him open. That could be the play of the game right there. Because if we have to punt it into the wind, down a score.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 34 of Muskingum. Handoff, Gifford, stutter steps, takes it right up the middle across the 30 to the 29-yard line.
There we go. That's a good positive run on 1st down. I like the fact that Coach is sticking with that run, trying to get that going a little bit, because you can't pass block every down.
Well, you've got to give your defense an opportunity to at least rest some.
Right. That's
the big thing now. Run some time off this clock. Get
2nd down and manageable.
Yep, 2nd down along 5. Gifford to the right of Prather. Dropping back. Tyler flips it over to Gary Powell, who's wide open at the 25, takes it inside the 25. He's down to the 21-yard line, and that's a 1st down. 9 yards on the reception and a 1st down for the Lions.
Nice touch pass there by Tyler. Kind of guided it out to Gary there, and he was able to turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Ball at the 22-yard line. They'll put it at the 21. Prather with Gifford in the backfield. Powell lines up tight end left. Receivers out wide on both sides. Now Powell's going to shift to the right side. Ball in the near hash mark. Prather fake handoff. Throws it over the middle. Complete on the play to Pollard. Pollard to the 5. Struggles. Gets it down to the 2. He was not going to be denied.
That was a strike from Tyler on the slant. Hit him on the run, and then the rest was really, really hard and good running, like you say, all the way down to the 2 or 3 yard line.
You got him at the 3-yard line. Lions with 9:35 and running left to go. Down by 8. Prather has the team in a huddle right now.
Yeah, I would think they'll go Jackson Gifford here.
Play clock down to 15. Prather. Now they've got Prather with hold. The Wildcat takes it up the middle. Touchdown, Lions!
I'd be okay with running that again on the 2-point play.
I didn't even realize Holt had come into the ball game, Chuck.
I didn't either. We talked about that. Are we going to see that? And obviously we're going to go for 2 here. Devin's going to come out. So.
I looked out to the left and saw Prather lined up a wide receiver on the left side, and knew Holt had to be in the game.
We don't want to have to use a timeout here.
Now they're going to. Or what are they?
The clock's down to 18.
Boy, that was a quick set.
Yeah, we're down to 14, so we got to go. Now he's pumping the clock back up. That's big.
25 now on the play clock.
Boy,
they're going to go for 2. Prather is in the backfield with Giffords. Ball at the 2-yard line. Prather gets it. Rolls out to the right. Looks back to his left, throws into the end zone. He's got a big touchdown! 2-point conversion is complete, and we are tied at 35.
Really well-designed play there by Coach Hughes. Roll to the right. You think you're going to throw to the right. He throws back across the middle for the 2 points. We got ourselves a game, Dave.
Yeah, this is a barn burner. 35-35.
Couldn't ask for anything better for a game 1. Well, maybe a victory at the end, but...
We're going to take a quick timeout. 9:16 to go in the ball game. We are all knotted up at 35.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
What a ball game this has turned out to be. Lions have battled this entire way, and with 9:16 to go in the ball game, we're knotted up at 35.
Yeah, it was 0-0. That's the last time we've even been tied.
Yep. So putting it, Hibbard will kick it off, and Keitel is back. Excuse me. That is Kiet back set to return.
Dangerous return, man. They're kicking it to him.
Kiet takes it in at the 15, to the 20, 25, cuts it outside, and he's going to be dropped at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and keeping him inside the 30, that's a, they attained their goal there. Because he's dangerous.
9:10 remaining in the ball game. Muskingum with the football, and we're tied up. 35-35.
Yeah, what a game. What a game. What an opener.
Ball right at the 29. Cooper in the ball game, passing 15 for 23, 215 yards and 3 TDs. He's been sacked once.
At some point, conditioning is going to come into play. This first game here.
Cooper with Ross behind him. Drops back. Heavy rush. He's going to get
Oh, my
throws
God.
wide open man. That's Kydell, and he's going to catch it at the 40. Sidesteps a tackler. Gets inside the 30, down to the 20, and run out of bounds there.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
There's those chunk plays. We had a breakdown in coverage again. He ran wide open.
All the way down to the 19.
Boy, they must have seen something on film or something, because guys are breaking wide open.
8:50 left to go and running.
But I mentioned about the conditioning. You know, guys haven't played a full game yet. Even the scrimmages, they only play like half or so. So fatigue, it's going to come into play.
8:35 rating and running. Cooper will take the snap. Drops back. Looks for Unger. Unger, he overthrew him over on the left-hand side. Unger lined up at the running back position and then just flared out of the backfield. He has caught, I believe, one pass in this second half after having 4 catches in the first half.
Yeah, Brady Buller over there in coverage. He kind of was in his window way, so he kind of tried to throw it to avoid him, and that made the pass incomplete.
8:28 left. Tie ball game, 35-35. Ross to the left of Cooper. Ball on the far hash mark. Now Unger moves on in motion. Now dropping back, Cooper throws over the middle. He's got the running back, Keitel, and he tries to run over somebody, but runs out of bounds, and he's got 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, a little short. Again, one of those shallow crossing routes that have been working. Tough to defend. Absolutely tough to defend.
Clock running, 3rd down 2. 50% today are the Muskies. There's 18 on the play clock. Cooper. 2 men move in motion, then they get set. Cooper drops back. He's going to run the quarterback draw right up the middle. He has the first down, and he's brought down at the 7.
Huge hole right there. Nice job by the offensive line. Blew that hole right open.
7:35 remaining. 35-35 your score. This is one of these games where you want to have the football last.
Yep.
Wow. This has been quite a game.
Sure has. There's not many possessions left either.
Trips coming out to the near side for Muskingum. Quarterback Cooper. He's got Ross behind him. Now Ross moves in motion out of the backfield to the far side. Dropping back, Cooper throws it out into the flat. Complete on the play to the wide receiver. Diving in. He's got the touchdown. Catching the pass, Davion Grant. And it's now a 41-35 Muskingum lead with 6:57 remaining.
Really nice design. Threw it out in the flat, and he made a man miss and went right into the end zone.
41-35, and now Myers is in to attempt the extra point. 6:57 remaining. Boy, just like that, Muskingum back to take the lead. Lions showing heavy rush up front. Muskingum taking plenty of time. High snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:57 left to go. Your score, the Muskies 42, the Mount 35 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
Sometimes circumstances require the services of a private investigator, and when that happens, contact Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati. They specialize in surveillance, insurance fraud investigations, workers' comp, witness location and protection, accident reconstruction, and stolen auto and construction equipment. Official Investigations and Security Services also provides mobile notary services throughout the tri-state area. So for your needs, call the best. Courtesy, professionalism, experience, and results. Official Investigations and Security Services at 844-263-3424.
My mom used to take Logan and I to Skyline. Since I got my driver's license, now he makes me go with him all the time and drive him there. I come home and he's just like at the door and he's like, can we please go to Skyline? I'm like, Logan, chill, we just got home. But it's fine with me because I love it too. Because it's like the one place that we actually like have like a conversation. That just became like something really special for us, and now we do it all the time and we just love it.
Skyline Chili, 51-37, Delhi Pike.
Right back down the field, Muskingum goes, and they take the lead by 7, 42-35. Lions now, with their backs to the wall, looking to try to come up with something. Turner is out onto the field, along to return this kick, along with Aston. Now the ball is blown off the tee twice.
Usually they make them hold it after it blows off twice, but they're going to let it go.
Well, maybe the first time was they were still in the huddle.
You're probably right. Officials probably didn't see the first time.
Yeah. Surprised the wind doesn't seem to be any more stronger now than it has been beforehand, but blew the ball off the tee twice. So Myers will kick it off. Aston and Turner back set to receive at about the 5 in the goal line. Myers will approach it from left to right, kicks it off deep, and Turner goes almost to the back of the end zone and will take it in and take a knee. So the Lions now down by a touchdown. 42-35 your score.
Yeah, no need to panic. No need. Just keep running your offense. Can maybe take a 7-minute drive, score, and go for 2 to win it. What do you think?
Has anybody had a 7-minute drive today?
No, that's what I was kind of saying, tongue-in-cheek here. That'd be fantastic.
It would be. It'd be totally wrong for this game, but it would be. So the Lions going from right to left. They send trips out to the far side. Pollard is to the near side. Into the ball game, Gifford. Press coverage looks like for Muskingum. 2 deep coverage. Lions move a man in motion to the near side. That's Aston. Prather drops back. He's going to throw it to the left side.
Oh,
He's got Aston under through him.
Oh, he caught it!
Aston caught the ball! Aston caught it at the 40 to the 35. He's Cornell Beecham reincarnated, Chuck.
What a catch. Again, the wind, good throw, but the wind knocks it down so it looks like it might be picked off. But he says, no, it's my ball. I'm going to go up and grab it. Boy, is he having a day.
Where did he come from?
Wow.
Eli Aston out of East Central High School in Cincinnati. I don't think he played it down last year.
Yeah, his high school was here last night playing Moeller, and boy, he's doing him proud today.
1st and 10 from the 34 of Muskingum. Prather throws it out into the flat, complete on the play to Rager. Rager at the 30. He's going to take it to the 26.
Good decision by Tyler there. Don't force anything. I think that's the first time you called his name, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the first time I think he's been in the game.
Yeah, okay, so Jackson's going to come back in. Nice job there. His outlet, he just took what he had, didn't force anything.
Turner's coming out now as he jogs to the sideline. 5:53 left to go in the game. Lions are down by a touchdown. Aston in the slot left. Pollard wide left. Handoff. Gifford around the right-hand side. Puts his head down, struggles forward, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards down to the 25-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, I would think that he'll probably get it 2 more times.
Eli LaFrange into the ball game now.
And we got an injury, I believe.
Don't forget.
Way over there, yeah.
Is there an injury over
there? Yeah, he's at kind of
there
at
he
the
is.
15-yard line or so, out of bounds.
Yeah, I see him now, down by about the 15, as you said, out of bounds. 5:28 remaining.
What a game.
It has been quite an entertaining contest. What'd you say when we were off air? What John McEnroe used to say?
Yeah, Jimmy Connors said, he goes, back in his day when he made that run when he's 38, 39 years old at the U.S. Open, this is what they paid for, this is what they want. And, boy, what a showman he was.
Oh, my.
Gotta love Jimmy Connors.
Did you get the opportunity, this is way off the mark, to see the documentary on Pete Rose on HBO?
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it wasn't really a whole lot of new stuff, though.
Not really.
Not really, yeah.
Except he did say he's not gambling anymore.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that.
Said it's been 8 months. I don't know. Third down. Now, what's the flag?
Well, it's not too much time. They're
it's
pointing.
Illegal substitution on number 3, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty, replay it down.
What?
Well, they were going Wildcat, and I don't know if Tyler came on late or what happened. Boy, we're killing ourselves.
Yeah. Yep, penalties. That's the 7th one for 61 yards.
Off.
So Holt's coming out.
Yeah, we were ready to run the Wildcat, and I don't know if he came on late or they said 12 men on the field, so somebody mixed up it. And nevertheless, it's 3rd down and longer.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Was 3rd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 6. Prather back in a quarterback. Prather takes the snap. Fake handoff. Throws it up the right side and overthrew the intended receiver, Zane Dine. He threw it behind him.
Yeah, Zane came out of his cut and slipped. I think it would have still been behind him. So, boy, big 4th down play here.
On the 30-yard line.
This could be your ball game.
It could be, because honestly, we don't make it. They're capable of running the clock out.
Aston's back into the ball game. LaFranche will leave.
Let's see what Coach Hughes dials up. Boy, that was a huge penalty, Dave.
Yeah.
Man.
Still a lot of time on the play clock.
Yeah.
Lions looking a little disheveled, but now they seem to know what they want to do. 15 on the play clock. Prather looking things over. Powell tight end right. Dropping back Prather. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. He throws it out the right side. Complete to Aston at the 20. He's got the 1st down.
That's a great throw and catch, because he had to throw that all the way across the field, basically. Nice job there by the O-line for the protection and the throw and catch.
4:31 left. And running. 42-35 Muskingum. 1st down 10 at the 19.
Ball at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Mount St. Joseph.
Nope, they got it at the 17-yard line, I guess, is what they have it down at. Dropping back Prather, looks to his left, dumps it off to Powell. Powell at about the 17-yard line. That's where they'll put him, maybe about a yard gain. They're going to keep the clock running even though he went out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they called his momentum, stop, so they're going to wind it. So we're, under 4 minutes now.
Lions are going to take their time. Look over to the sideline, 3:44 and running. Down by a touchdown. 42-35. Boy, this crowd has been up and down all day long, and now it's like you can hear a pin drop out there. Prather puts Aston in motion to the far side. Prather takes the snap, looks upfield, steps up into the pocket, throws it into the end zone. It's over the head and incomplete of Aston.
Yeah, that was a bad decision there.
Well, I'm not sure if maybe Aston cut the route off too soon or Prather thought he was going to continue it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like he was trying to maybe hope he went there and he threw to that spot, but now we're 3rd and 10. We got 2 more downs.
Need to get it to the 9-yard line for a 1st down.
So about 3rd and 9. Like you say, time is a factor, 3:19. Yeah. We do have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. But it'd be good to score here.
It would be. Gifford off to the right. Aston Turner in motion to the near side. Dropping back Prather. Prather looks, gets it over, intercepted. Tried to get it into the hands of Ari Turner, and stepping right in and intercepting the pass was the linebacker Connor Gurney.
Well, the thing about that play is even if he completes it, he's only gaining a yard or so. I'm a little curious about that call. Some of our receivers are coming off dejected, but, we got 3 timeouts, and we can stop them. But we're going to have to make a play on defense, get the ball back. Like I said, score at the end of the game, go for 2 and win it.
So they'll put it at the 15-yard line.
They got to come up big here. They got to make some plays.
There's 3 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. The quarterback for Muskingum, Cooper, with Ross right behind him. Cooper is going to take the snap from center, and the handoff to Ross. Ross off the left side breaks the hole, gets it out to the 20, to the 21-yard line after a gain of 6.
Yeah, can't let that happen. Boy, you got to fill those holes, and it really, you just, at this point, a couple first downs, you might as well, it's like a touchdown. You got to stop them.
Yeah.
So if they hit you one big, they hit you one big, but you just can't give 6 and 5. They'll run the clock out.
Well, they're going to call it second down, 4 yards to go. Muskingum's going to huddle up and use as much time as they can. Play clock down to 17.
Yep, I'm thinking we're going to have to really get up in the box. And if they beat us long, they beat us long.
Lions on defense. Here comes Cooper around the right side.
There you go.
Hit and dropped. Good play. They lost 2 yards on the play.
I think Jack Tucker might have been on that. Brady Pierce.
Now timeout by the Mount.
Okay, so they're going to use one before the 2-minute timeout. And obviously this is the play of the game right here.
We'll keep it here, then use the timeout during the 2-minute timeout. So it's third down. Call it a long 5, Chuck.
Yeah, and if I'm Muskingum, I'm not afraid to throw it here. Whatever they think they can do, and if they throw an incomplete pass, they only lose about, 18 seconds or so. So they're going to do whatever it takes to get the first down.
You think that'd be the route to go?
Yeah, I would. Whatever their best play is, if it's a pass, I would throw it. Like I said, it'll take 5-6 seconds for the play. You're only losing 18 seconds.
So you're anticipating if the Lions stop them here and force a fourth down, that they will not take the timeout. They'll take it down to the 2-minute warning.
That's what I would do, yes.
And save the 2 timeouts.
Yeah, because you can save 40 seconds on a timeout versus, 18 or so.
Well, here we go.
Yep.
Third down, a long 5. This is going to be probably the play of the game, Chuck, because you doubt if Muskingum's going to go for it on a fourth down down here.
Right. This is the play of the game.
Cooper with Ross in the backfield. Unger moves in motion to the far side, resets on the left side. Dropping back Cougar, rolls off to his left. He's going to get hit. He's going to be trapped!
Let it go to the 2-minute. If I was Tyler, I'd let it go down.
Declan Brophy with the sack.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. That's really good coaching right there. Why waste the timeout? You'll get the 2-minute timeout. Should get good field. David's lining up like I said. TD, go for 2, win the game.
We're at the 2-minute warning. Your score, the Muskies 42, the Mount 35, here on UltimateSportsTalk.com and the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Are you tired of diets? We are too. That's why at LIT Wellness Solutions, we focus on a non-diet approach to eating and health. A proven approach that promotes a healthier relationship with food and improves overall well-being. If that sounds like an approach you can get behind, visit us at www.litwellnesssolutions.com to learn more and see how you can connect using your insurance with little to no copay. Let us help you ignite the change within.
Dave Mitchell and Chuck Murray right back here at Schuler Field. Chuck, the stars are aligned for what you wanted.
Well, I said all along, hold him, touchdown, go for 2 and win the game. We got half of that and we stopped them, so we should get good field position. We got to make sure they have the win, but they don't punt it over our head. We got to get deep enough. So
into punt it away for only the 4th time today. Lions should get good field position, although the wind is at his back.
Right. We want to make sure he's deep enough. You don't want it going over his head.
Aston, and that's going to be an end-over-end kick. Aston's going to take it in at the 46-yard line in Muskingum territory. Took a fair catch.
Yep, minute 53, 2 timeouts. Got plenty of time. The clock will stop on first downs now inside 2 minutes. So they're in good shape.
That was a nice punt, 39-yard punt.
It really was. Nice hang time and everything. And, we'll take the 46. That's, it's lining up.
Prather, 20 of 35 passing, 3 interceptions today, Chuck. Two touchdowns.
Yep.
But now is the time that the Lions need him to perform. Prather dropping back on 1st and 10 from the 46. Throws it out to the right, complete on the play to Ari Turner. No, check that. Keegan Pollard.
Yeah, nice throw and catch on the out route there.
Into Muskingum territory at the 42.
Again, time really isn't a huge factor. We've got plenty of time. Crazy thing, if we score, we want to score with as least amount of time as possible.
Hunkus into the ball game. He's out to the near side here with Aston in the slot. Receivers out wide to the far side too. Giffords with the ball in the near hash mark. Takes the snap. Looks over the middle. He's got a man. That is complete to the 35, 30. Knocked down at the 28-yard line. That was Zane Dine making that catch. Ball at the 39-yard line. First down 10 for the Lions. 1:39 to go.
They should start the clock now. They're telling them to wind it. Now they did. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that clock get down a little bit.
Prather moves Hunkus in motion. And now what?
False start. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Just killing ourselves. One of the receivers, I guess.
False start on the offense. Number 19. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Zane Don, I guess, got a little anxious. Boy, this second half, the penalties have just killed us.
So that'll bring up first and 15 as they mark it back to the 34. I thought when they made the rule years and years ago, Chuck, that the umpire was going to mark off the penalties. That was supposed to save time in the game.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, well, this guy is carrying that football like a loaf of bread, and he's taking it home for the rest of the week. Now he finally spots it. Now what?
We have a 10-second runoff in the condition.
What?
Please reset the game clock. 10 seconds left.
Because the clock was running, they'll get it down. Which, again, I'm fine with. We got plenty of time. If we score, we don't want them to have any time left.
Right.
So I'm okay with that. We got 2 timeouts. We're fine.
All right, first and 15, ball back to the 34-yard line. Prather looks back, looks over the middle. He's going to throw it down the middle. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. Boy, Zane Dine got hit immediately after he tried to catch that football.
Yeah, nice defensive play there. And now they got another guy down. There was a nice collision there. Boy, he's hurting.
Official timeout.
1:10 left to go. 42-35, and Muskingum has got a guy down. And now they'll help him up.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, are they forced to use a timeout for that in the last 2 minutes?
I don't, because the clock is stopped, so they shouldn't have to. If say he would have caught it and was running, then the mount is the trailing team would have had the option of a 10-second runoff or not. So now we got to work, and we're second and long here. We got to make sure we get a first down here. Again, plenty of time.
A lot of time.
2 timeouts. We got to, let's get a first down first here.
Lions were huddled around their OC. Now coming back out onto the field. Second down, 15 yards to go. Just small little chunks. Let's just get about half of it and then get the rest of it.
Right.
Prather with Gifford off to the left-hand side. Takes the snap. Looks straight up. Down over the middle. Complete to Aston. Bounces off of a tackle and fumbled the football, and Muskingum is going to grab the football, and that should be it.
Our coaches want an incomplete pass, but I think he had both feet and down. And they got it. I don't think they're going to change the call. They want incomplete, but I don't think it's incomplete. What a shame. He's had such a great game.
He has. He is a kid that I think is going to be a star here for the next couple of years.
Yeah,
this is just a blip for the Lions on that one. For that kid. The way he has performed today, it's been unbelievable. 9 catches. That one probably put him over 200 yards for the day, Chuck, and a touchdown.
They're huddling up to talk about it, but I'm going to watch the replay, see what it looks like. But seeing it live, I thought he had it.
And a fumble.
Yep, they called it a catch and a fumble.
Let's see.
I thought he broke a tackle. And
yeah, I mean, watching the replay, it looks like he took a step or two.
Yeah.
Just trying to make a play.
So there's 1:01 left to go. The Lions have got, and I can't tell how many timeouts.
Yeah, they should have 2.
2 timeouts left.
Yeah, so they can run it 3 times and basically almost run it out.
Yeah.
But you got to put everybody up there because they're not going to throw it.
Correct. 1:01 remaining, 42-35, Muskingum.
Try to strip the ball.
Gets it off to Ross. Ross off the left side. He's going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss. And now the Lions will use their second timeout.
Yeah,
leave them with 1.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tight. They might have to punt with 5 seconds or something. Depends how quickly the next play goes. Probably not, though. I think we'll be able to run it out.
Yeah, it'd be really... Well, I don't know, second down.
No, we're out of timeouts. It's over. They can.
No, there's 1 timeout left.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 time. They'll call the timeout, which would be about at 46 seconds or 47, and then run it. Well, that's tight.
Yeah,
real tight.
Very tight. It's been an entertaining game, that's for sure.
Yeah, Coach Hopperton's out to try to get some clarification on something.
And one of those games that you're going to look back on this, and there are so many opportunities, John.
Yeah, I mean, clearly a winnable game, but, you know, you got to give Muskingum a lot of credit. They did a nice job today. They came in. They were able to be balanced. You know, we did a little better job against the run the second half, but clearly we held them to what they have at half. 14 points this quarter, or this half. So we did a better job on defense, just the turnovers and just a couple little mistakes. And that's what happens when you got 2 evenly matched teams.
Yep. So it'll bring up second down. Boy, they gave him a kind spot. They got him at the 25-yard line. Okay. So Cooper will take the snap off to Ross again. Ross gets hit. Now he lost 2 yards that time. Let's see him put it back at the 25.
All right, so it started, so.
48.8.
Timeout. Mount St. Joe, third and final.
Okay, so.
Yeah, so this will be third down.
They run it. If it gets to like 43, boy, then they could run it all the way down to 3 seconds or 4 and call timeout. They could go take a safety to make sure there's a lot of possibilities here, but
it appears the way it looks, if the Lions could stop this play right away, they're at least going to have an opportunity to run back a punt.
Well, again, unless they decide to take a safety, or that's what I would do, just safety, and then they can run the clock out.
True.
But you never know. Or we could have the miracle at the Meadowlands.
Only you and I are old enough to remember that one.
Yeah, amen.
Of anybody listening.
Yeah, you're probably right. But NFL films for you people out there, type in 1978 Herm Edwards miracle at the Meadowlands. The Giants literally could knee on it to win the game, and they tried a handoff. It popped up in the air, and Herm Edwards ran it in for the winning touchdown with no time left.
So Muskingum, after the Lions' final timeout, 48.8 seconds to go. Have it at the 22-yard line. And Cooper will take the snap.
He's going to try to waste time.
Yep. Which is a smart move.
Yep.
And if the Lions could strip him from it, that'd be beautiful, but they can't.
Really smart coaching, nice move. We don't have enough time.
Yep. Now that'll do it.
Yeah, really smart decision there.
31, yeah, there's 2 seconds differential to the positive of the play clock, and that'll do it. Lions are going to have their 14-game home field winning streak snapped here this afternoon.
Yeah, great effort. Did some really good things, and get them next week. But Muskingum, they're gonna, again, 4-6 last year against good competition. They're a good team.
They're a real good team.
They're a real good team. So.
Yep. Now they're in a very tough conference, though,
right?
So
right.
We'll see how much further they can go on this. 42-35, your final score. here this afternoon as the Lions lose it